Awaken the God that is within you. All right. The God is within you. All right. Listen. When God said I blew the spirit in through the nostrils so that you can breathe and you still breathing, that spirit still is what you are breathing. God is within you. All right. It is what it is. Awaken the God within. I don't know how they try to argue with this. It's no argument. All right. If God is your father, then you are the child. You are the son of God, the child of God. All right. Be the living version. Don't be the dead version. You alive. So stop tweaking. All right. The book is available on Amazon. The book link is in the description. All right. Click that link in the description and get you a version, get you a copy, get you a passport into heaven, man. All right. Just grab you one and accept your true identity and start to be a law-abiding citizen in God's kingdom and get your fruits. All right. When you plant righteous seeds, you get righteous fruits. It's just these common sense. All right. We're just going to stick with common sense, y'all. Awaken the God within. I am KO God, knockout God. I am co-God. I am with God. I am co-creating as a co-creator in co-operation with God's everlasting laws. Hey, this is easy work. There's nothing to argue with. Trolls come in here trolling. We don't know why. Ain't nothing to troll for. Just live your best life. Live your life. Mind your business. Matter of fact, don't even mind your business. Mind your Father's business. How about that? Let's mind our Father's business, our Father in heaven. Let's mind heavenly business, all right? I ain't even going to tell nobody mind their own business no more, all right? I'm just telling them to mind their Father's business. And when I say they Father, I do mean they heavenly Father, because he the one with the master plan anyway. So awaken the God within you. Awaken that master plan within you, all right? Come on, y'all. Y'all know what it is when you see this belt. It's a whole lot of punching and it's a whole lot of love, because all I love to do is punch and spread the love of God. That's why I got G-Love. G-Love is God's love, because all I love to do is punch and spread the love of God. That's Glove, all right? What up, though, Faith? What up, though, Mary Miracle? You feel me? It's love outside, one sun in the sky, shining bright so we all can see that God is inside of you, just like God is inside of me as our true identity, because God wouldn't be inside of you as a lie. So since God is in you as the truth, automatically he is your true identity. All right, respect to God, glory be to God, and that's how we rocking. What up, though? Jamil said, I've been waiting for the chamber to open, man. You know, I got to open them stargates, them star portals, get back up into the hyperbolic time chamber that we co-create as co-creators with our powers that God gave us, you know what I'm saying, or that God has as himself within us, all right? So glory be to God. God is within us, and we using God's power, because we are God's power, because we are God's, all right? Psalms 82:6. Not doing no arguing with the people that want to argue, because you can't argue with the fact that if God is our Father, then we are his son. All right. If God is our Father, then we are his child, and if we the child of the king, then we are kings. All right. If we're a child of the ruler, we are rulers. All right. If we are children of the supreme deity, we are supreme deities, because we are what our Father is. All right. So this ain't for no arguing. It ain't for no trolling. All right. We understand that the trolls are just trying to exercise their test on us to test our mint so that we can build their mint or amend their mint. All right. So facts. Like Marilyn said, shout out Marilyn, then also an heir, a co-heir, all right? Because we brothers, we're siblings, we all on the same level. When you the most high, you the most high. Ain't no higher than that, ain't no lower than that, okay? So it's not a competition, it's not a comparison. It's not, oh, Jesus was this and Jesus was that. Jesus was you, all right? You are Jesus. It's all the same air, same oxygen, same spirit, same up, same down, same left, same right, family. Ain't nobody breaking God's law, not even Jesus Christ, because you are Jesus Christ using that same law right here, right now, in the present. All right, so put some respect on your name, put some respect on your free will, put some respect on eternal truth. Matter of fact, put respect on God's name and understand that God wouldn't even play games like that, because that ain't how the game go. All right, so shout out to you, shout out to your Father, our Father in heaven. It's love. What up, though, Rich City? Put my brother, good afternoon. How are you today, champ? Man, I'm God today. Thank God every day. You feel me? So, you know, I'm God in the flesh, in disguise. The sun in disguise. They say the sun in disguise. I said the sun in disguise because I'm the sun wrapped in flesh. God's presence. God is present. I am God's gift wrapped in flesh. All right, so it is what it is. Merry Christmas, Merry Christ Mass, Merry Christ consciousness for the masses, so that you also can become aware that you are also God's cosmic power wrapped in flesh, walking the earth, not remembering how powerful you are. And they don't want you to remember how powerful you are. Then they want you to come in here and troll me, because they want you to make me shut up, because they don't want me to tell everybody how powerful they are. All right, but I don't mind living in a world full of God. I don't mind living in a world full of people who act like God, because you would want everybody to act like God. We tired of living in a world where everybody act like demons and demon time and devil's advocates and all of that type of point of view on life or perspective on life. So welcome to the hyperbolic time chamber for the Super Saiyans only. We're Super Saiyans because we practice saying what we need to say until we learn how to say what we mean to say, because we know it's power on the tongue and we have to train that power so that we can use our power beneficially to our own creation of our own reality, our own version of earth, our own version of heaven on earth. Thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. All right, hallowed be thy name. You, all right, so get right with your free will use. It's love. Y'all know why God sent me with this belt, to put belt to ass is BTA. I came to give a little bit of correction to the souls that's still going in the wrong direction as far as self-reflection. All right, so you got to find yourself by going within yourself, and that's where God is inside of you. You are the church of God, the church that God built, not the church that man built by man's hands, but the church that God built in a way that man can't even recognize, because man is the summation of the five physical senses, and the five physical senses cannot sense the non-physical dimension. All right, remember, there is no physical separation in the non-physical dimension. Because it's a non-physical dimension, there is no physical separation. So outside of the physical dimension, you are one with God, because there's nothing separating you from God. And the physical dimension is an illusion. It's an imaginary dimension that exists only inside the meeting of the minds. Minds create the illusion of separation. So you are God, because there's no way you could be separated from God. And God is the true version of you, not the false version of you. So God being the true version, being the true identity, that's who you are, and that's who you have to live up to be. All right, so you need to use these laws righteously, right, for yourself to derive your greatest benefit. That way you can tap into your wealth, tap into your health, and tap into yourself. All right, your youth, all right, your fountain of youth, so that you can maintain a physically healthy and a functional body. All right, that's all we want as, you know what I'm saying, those who are experiencing life in the flesh. We want this flesh to work for us very functionally. Your flesh is your slave. Your body is your property. All right, if you behave as the body, if you behave as the property, if you behave as the human, you're behaving as you behaving as a degenerate and as a minority. And so you're going to have to go where the minors go. You're going to have to be with the minorities, all right? Somebody says, yeah, this matrix we operate is not us. That's facts. This matrix that we operate is within us, all right? Just understanding that we are operators of the matrix. You understand that it's one deep. It's solo dolo, solo man, King Solomon. So you need to praise God and pray for wisdom, the wisdom to operate the matrix in the most efficient way possible with the right use of your own free will. All right, because your free will is your ability to create your own version of heaven on earth. Don't be like the ones that's still trying to figure out how to create their own version of heaven on earth. They're trying to create their own version of heaven on earth without realizing that they are trying. And that trying is what they call hell. And they going through hell on their way to figuring out how to create their own version of heaven. So don't give up. Don't stop. When in hell, keep going. When you're in hell, exhale. All right? So don't get stuck in hell, because that's how you suffocate. You got to let go and let God. When you're creating your own version of heaven, it feels like hell. And if you don't keep going until you are successful, you will feel like you're in hell for all eternity, because you're going to be in hell until you get out. All right, you're going to be in hell until you figure out how to create your own version. But it's trials and tribulations and suffering, because it's finding out what you do and what you do not like personally, which is what some people call the hard way. All right, so but it's your life, it's your artwork. You are the creator, you're creative, you are expressing your creative ability. And, shout out to you for being creative, and give yourself the chance to create the type of art that you appreciate. And, it takes a refinement process. So this is self-refinement. You got to find yourself. You understand me? Like, that's why this is self-reflection, because you got to take a second and go over the data that you have collected as intelligence, because the intel is within you. That's why it's intel, all right? And not you trying to tell everybody else. All right, you just got to stand on what you need to. You stand on your data. You stand on the data that you've collected through your own experience and experiments all right? And you make the adjustments necessary according to your ability to count. That's why you have to practice your self-accountability so that you learn how to count the data and make decisions that reflect the direction you would like to create your version of heaven in. All right, so you are powerful. You are the most powerful being walking the face of the earth in all actuality, respect to you. If you can accept that much power, then you know you are a warrior, you are a chosen one, you are a brave heart. Because most of the time we give people this much power, they throw it away. They don't like it. They don't want to be accountable because they feel like they failures, they feel ashamed, they feel inadequate, they feel like, what if I'm not good enough? What if I don't do a good enough job? Well, actually, it's impossible not to do a good enough job in the middle of eternity because you got the rest of eternity to figure out how to get it right. So don't give up on yourself. Don't stop while you're in hell. Just keep going until you get to heaven. And when I say get to heaven, I just mean get to your own version of heaven. That's why you feel like you're in hell, because it's hell creating the heaven the way you like it. All right, because you got to figure out what you like. And it's always a constant adjustment. You're adjusting for an entire eternity. Why? Because, you know, you got to constantly maintain a version of heaven that you appreciate as you continue to grow in your experience and experiments. All right, so don't get upset because the journey continues. The journey continues because because life goes on. Life is eternal. You are eternal, and it's beautiful. You get to live a never-ending dream, but it does come with making the adjustments to the dream that make people feel sad and hurt and mad and, you know, all of the negative emotions, because you do got to let go. You got to let go of your previous version of heaven. Like the last version of heaven was working for you while it was working, but then you had to get the operating software update. And then you have to let go of some of the memories. You can't remember some of your friends, some of your family, some of the things that used to make you happy and feel safe and feel secure. You got to let certain relationships go. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it causes people inhale, so you got to exhale. All right? So it's just love, and it continues on forever. Somebody says people are intimidated by those who walk in their power and be themselves. It's crazy because they not ready to walk in their power. All right? That's why Cain killed Abel, because Abel was able and Cain was unable. And Cain, instead of going through the rigors of becoming able, he just want to kill everybody else that's able, so he don't have to look at a reminder of who he know he need to be, or who he know he's supposed to be. All right, so somebody said, wise words, my friends, that's love. I appreciate you. Somebody says, bro, why you never training? Listen, you think my entire life exists within this live, but listen to me. I exist outside of this live. So if you don't see me training on live, I don't understand why you think I die when the screen go off. Family, even when I cut this screen off, I'm still alive. And nobody told you that I got on this live just to show you what I train, like how I train. I didn't come on here to give you no free show anyway. I came on here to do what I feel like doing, what I want to do. So don't come on here and ask me, oh, why you never training? Why we don't never? Because you don't pay me to see me train. That's why. And if you want to see me train, send some money over here and maybe I'll show you what I be on. But you just want to see what I got going on because you nosy. Go do your own thing. Go live your own life. Stay off my live. Come over here asking me why I'm not doing what you want me to do, because I don't work for you. You don't pay me to work for you. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. Off the rip. So we're talking about why you never training. Why you always nagging and complaining another nigga that you don't know? You know what I'm saying? These niggas is tripping. Somebody said, bro, shut up. Somebody says, you work for me, why you crying? I don't understand your language, so I'm going to just get you up out of here. You just a distraction for nothing. All right? Go on and play where you like to go play it with those that understand you on your level. All right? Somebody in elementary with you. All right? I don't go to recess with elementary kids. I'm not going to lie to you, because we ain't on the same level. I'm up here in heaven, all right, practicing to use my free will to create my own version of heaven, and you over here trying to play the only games you know how to play. You only know how to play at the bottom, so I can't play with you. Somebody says you have a job, that's inconsequential. It's irrelevant to you whether I have a job or not, because if I have a job or if I don't have a job, it's not having an effect on your life. You got to do what you got to do for yourself, all right? If you asking me if I have a job to try to figure out if I can help you with some money or something, I can't, all right? So go get yourself a job and do whatever it is that you need to do in your life to make you happy with the fact that you are alive regardless, all right? I'm going to be alive today. I'm going to be alive tomorrow. I'm going to be alive next year. I'm going to be alive in 5 years. I'm going to be alive in 10 years. I'm going to be alive in 15 years. I'm going to be alive in 25 years, all right? I'm going to be alive in 35 years. Are you getting there yet? Because I'm going to be alive in 45 years as well. See, I know you ain't started thinking that far yet, but family, I got at least another good 55, 60 years on me. Like, so if you talking about do I got a job, you talking about right now. Nigga, I'm 60 years ahead of you, family. I'm not even on the calendar that you on. You looking at time from bill cycle to bill cycle. Your little questions cannot handle my big ass answers, family. So you got to stay in your lane because you got a little ass mind. You are puny. You really pitiful. I really pity you because you under my foot, family. I'm not even inside of human comprehension. I'm outside of human comprehension. Everything that's limited to the human comprehension is beneath me. You at the bottom of the mountain. I'm at the mountain top. Facts. So don't come in here asking me them little bitty ass questions that you talking about because I don't have little bitty ass answers, family. I'ma answer something so big it's gonna break your neck, gonna break your family lineage, nigga. I'll make you sacrifice your human identity in here. You will no longer be human coming inside the hyperbolic time chamber with the Super Saiyans. That's why I disclaim and I tell them that this is Super Saiyans only. I disclaim all humans. Facts. Somebody says, have you ever studied Gnosticism? Listen, I don't care about studying nothing. I walk in the full confidence of of common sense. All right? Common sense. Common sense been working for a nigga whole life. Y'all up in here talking about studying this, studying that. Listen to me. What you need to study is your common sense. Train your common sense so that you can have the type of discernment that will always work for your intuition. All right, you need to get your intuition back online and in alignment. You trying to go study with somebody else, man, listen, I don't care about what none of y'all come up with in your own life, all right? If you got some art, just like my kids have art, I'll say, hey, that's beautiful, that's live, I like your art. But if you want me to take it serious, why so serious? Nah, we not gonna be serious at all. Why would I take you serious when your life is short? Why would I take you serious when all experiences are temporary and I am immortal, I am eternal? So nah, family, I'm not worried about studying all these other kind of humans. Somebody says common sense keeps you oppressed. If your common sense keeps you oppressed, then you are a sad, toxic, self-abusive individual. You're abusing yourself with your own common sense. He said a higher sense will only get you anywhere in these levels of life. If we are all eternal, being eternal is common sense, nigga. Common sense does not keep you oppressed. Common sense keeps you aware that you don't need any answers from any humans on earth. Somebody says, you think you God? No, I do not think that I'm God. I am God. There's a difference. Don't gotta think at all. Somebody said, another bullshit guru. I'm only a guru if you think I'm a guru. And if you think I'm a bullshit guru, that's just because you think bullshit thoughts. You a bullshit nigga, and you look for bullshit people to match the way you able to perceive reality. You couldn't perceive me as God because you can't see God. You are an idiot. You are blind. That's facts. Somebody says, you watch Actualize. I don't watch nothing. I'm not into TV. I'm not into movies. I'm not into music. I'm not into Earth. I'm not into humans. I'm not concerned. I don't have the human concerns that y'all have. Somebody says, you, sir, are very right. We are all gods. It's only for us to decide what we perceive. That's facts. You have the power of perception. You have the ability to choose your life. Somebody says, you ain't God. That means that you don't think that you are God. And you're just telling us how you think about yourself. I know who I am. You can't tell me who I am because I'm who I am regardless. So you're just telling us what you think about yourself. Now, if you don't allow yourself to be God, that's between you and yourself. Somebody said, how is you God? Because only God exists and I exist. Because only God is real and I am real. Because I am a creator co-creating my own reality with the power of creations because I have free will. Only God has free will. Because I think, only God can think. Because I speak, only God can speak. Because I live, only God is life. I am the image of God. I am the spirit of God. I am the mind of God. I don't understand. Like, what you mean, how is you God? What do you mean? God is a word with a definition. If you know the definitions of words, you would know what we mean. And that's the point of communication, to figure out what people mean. But instead of trying to figure out what I mean, most people come in here and they start trying to troll and engage in these toxic, abusive relationships because they don't care what anybody means. That's why they don't have healthy relationships in their own personal human life, because they never give anybody the benefit of the doubt. They never try to understand what people mean when they speak. Facts. Somebody says, What happens when you die? You don't die. I don't understand how you ask in life what happens when life dies. Life does not die. Life goes on. Death is a temporary experience. Life experiences death. But they call it an afterlife, family, just so you can understand. I don't know, how you gonna ask life what happens when you die? The body is always dying, family. Your body is always dying all day, every day, regenerating in a cellular level. All right, you get a brand new body every few months, every few years. You get new organs. You get all replaced. You replace all of the cells. It's just that y'all don't know how to replace y'all cells with healthy cells. So y'all replace y'all cells with unhealthy cells. All right, and you need to learn how to regenerate your cellular structure instead of degenerating as a degenerate, heathen, self-abusing, devil worshiping antichrist. All right, you need to be Christ. You need to be Christ for yourself. All right, somebody says we may be gods, however, there is a supreme power that is above all. This supreme power is consciousness, which scientists know. We are the supreme power. If we are gods and God is the supreme power, we are the supreme power in our lower form. Just because we are experiencing our lower form does not mean we are our lower form. We are all gods, we are all the most high, and we are all our higher form. Somebody says, do you know how to regenerate your organs? We are all regenerated. Listen, you asking, let me give you fasting. Yes, if you want to regenerate your organs, you need to activate your autophagy. All right, activate autophagy, activate stem cell regeneration. All right, you can do this by getting into your ketosis and producing ketones. All right, to help yourself extend your telomere caps. All right, so yes, that's how you regenerate your organs, by giving them a break, letting them rest. Stop always using them, being in stress and distress. Stop being so emotional and emotionally attached to everything that's happening in your life, and you will give your organs the chance to recuperate, revitalize. All right, you got to revitalize. All right, it says hell is in the lower part of the body. Heaven is in the top of the body. That's facts. Heaven is above the neck, the holy grail. Everything from the neck up is heaven. Everything from the neck down is the slave. Somebody says, if you stop using your heart, you die though. Listen, you don't die because you're not the body. All right, so we're going to stop talking to you because you seem like you can't keep up, family. And you're not using your heart, all right? The spirit that God blew through your nostrils. What up, though, Big Earth? It's love. You know what I'm saying? You're breathing in the spirit of God. God blew his spirit through the nostrils of the body. It's God's spirit that makes the heart move. All right, so you're not moving the heart. God's spirit is moving your heart. All right, it just is what it is. Somebody says, thank you, sir. Ignore all of these. They are asleep. I appreciate you. That's live. What up, though, King Fire? Said, talk your shit. That's what's up, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's love. It's God. We up. It's good. You got to be Christ for yourself because you are, saying, the son of God, the child of God. You are the smaller version of your higher self in the flesh, in the law. All right. Somebody says crackhead preaching in the garage. I definitely cracked the human head so that the knowledge of God can come in. All right. I don't need to have a human head that is blocked off from God's everlasting intelligence. All right. You a blockhead. I'm a crackhead. So I'm going to stick with being a crackhead. You stick with being a block and let your heart die, nigga. Because you the only one that's not going to be able to circulate with all those squares in your blood system. That's why you got that sickle cell. You understand me? You want to block off the breath of God and then wonder why you lose consciousness. Because God's breath is the consciousness that you are breathing in. And if you block out that consciousness, you can't breathe in. You lose consciousness, all right? It just is what it is, all right? I'm definitely up with GhOD. Somebody says, KO the demon, not God. If you believe in a demon, that's on you. Walk your walk, live your life with demons. That's your job. If you want to see me as the devil, have a great job. See whatever you want to see. We see no, hear no, and speak no evil. All we see is God because we love God and we give God the glory. We don't love the devil. We don't give the devil no glory. We don't see the devil. You see the devil because you're a devil worshiping jackass degenerate that hate your mama and hate your daddy because that's the way they raised you, to hate yourself. And I don't blame you because they shouldn't have abused you like that. But the humans have the tendency of abusing the people they love because they don't know how to love with the power of God, because they trying to love as humans. And the flesh just don't know how to love. All right, so for all y'all trying to get in these flesh-based relationships, that's why y'all relationships are temporary and toxic. Just like your relationship with your parents. That's why you hate yourself. All right, so you guys just cut that out and learn how to turn your life around with the power of your free will. You don't have to continue to hate yourself just because your parents hated you, because they didn't know how to love you, because they don't know how to love themselves, because they don't know how to be God. Somebody says, where's the original man from? God. Everything is from God. God is the answer to all your questions. Somebody said, help me turn my life around, brother. No, turn your own life around or die. That's it. Fuck you and fuck the direction you going in as well. Easy work. I don't care about you. Not finna micromanage you. Now, if you want to engage and you want to send over, you know what I'm saying, some compensation, then I can compensate you. We can work together like that. But if you just on some dry ass, you out the side of your neck talking about, can you do it for me? I can't do nothing for you. I don't care about you. Facts. He says you can't die according to you. Go do your best. Fuck you talking about? Go do your best. That way you can figure out what I'm talking about. Somebody says not really godly. If you knew God, you wouldn't be wasting your time talking to me. Facts. Don't say what's not really godly because you don't know God. I am God in the flesh. God has wrath. God don't use your free will for you. God let you go to hell. Why you think you in hell, or you think you in hell in the first place, family? And if you think that you die, God will let you die too, won't he? Facts. If you out here getting cursed, God will let you get cursed too, won't he? Facts. Somebody said blasphemy. Yeah, but you need to put blasphemy in all capital letters because I'm a blasphemy every single time. I'm braver than each and every single one of y'all. Y'all are all cowards. Of course I'm a blasphemy. Why would I not? Why would I let you shoot me down? I'm the messenger, and the messenger always gets shot. So since I know y'all gonna shoot the messenger, I'm gonna shoot back. Matter of fact, I fuck around, shoot first, dust you off, get you up out of here. I'm definitely prideful. I'm gonna be happy about being who I am. I'm never gonna be not proud about myself. There you go, blasphemy in all capital letters, and put John 10:33 so they can know that you talking about Jesus when you say blasphemy. Facts. Just let them know that blasphemy is the name of Jesus, John 10:33. Somebody said, my God, answer this. What will happen to our consciousness once we as humans go extinct? You'll just be a higher conscious being. Instead of being a human being, you'll be a higher conscious being because humans are low conscious. It says, I like this to the people I love all the time. I talk like this to the people I love all the time, but they think I'm crazy and say I'd rather be crazy than, yeah, they said that about Jesus Christ, and Jesus told you they gonna all say that. He said, can you stop world hunger? The world not hungry. The world has abundant fruits growing off trees all over the place. Animals walking around all over the place. If you hungry, you hungry. Go get something to eat. If you're not hungry, shut your dumb ass up. Appreciate you, Black Snow. There's love. You already know what's up, Victor. Somebody says, nah, you're speaking about, I don't know what you're trying to spell, the God of material. Listen, we don't care about none of what you're talking about. We talking about the fact that we are all conscious. God is consciousness. We are all conscious, and we are using consciousness to make the decision to be our higher self, all right? So we don't know what words or what you trying to talk about, but whatever you talking about is raw stupidity, and we're not that interested in talking to stupid people because they just say stupid shit their entire stupidity, all right? So we just going to let them continue to be stupid in their own lane. Misery loves company. Go find somebody stupid with you. Somebody says you keep bringing up Christ because I am Christ. That's why I keep bringing him up. I raised Christ from the dead because I am the resurrection. So I'm going to keep bringing Christ up in everybody I see. Everybody that got a heart that's willing to allow Christ to live within them, I'm going to raise Christ in them. I'm going to bring Christ up every single time. Why would I leave Christ down? I'm not here to leave Christ down. I came to give my nigga a hand and lift my boy up straight to the Most High. Facts. Inside of each person that's brave enough to be able to withstand the accountability that comes with having free will. Free will is not something that you can just do mindlessly, all right? Somebody says we are all sinners. We are not all sinners, and we don't need a savior. You need a dick in your mouth. You a gay-ass LGBT member. Fuck is you talking about? You need to go find somebody who you can suck up on. We not with you, family. You go do that sucking up on niggas on your own, my boy, all right? We all the way to the Most High. We walk in accordance to our own free will. Black Snow, you spamming, so now you out. The black man is not God because man is not God. God is God. God is man. All right, God is within man. Man is an illusion. I fuck with you. I appreciate you, but you spamming like an idiot. You are an idiot, so you got to get up out of here. Somebody says you're sinning right now. No, I'm under grace right now. God's grace prevents all sin. God already forgave me. God looks at me as if I'm perfect, so I look at myself the same way God looks at me because God is the more intelligent being. And since God understands that I'm perfect, then I understand as God understands that there is no such thing as sin in God's eyes. All right? There's no such thing as sin in God's grace. Somebody says, ain't no one perfect. Everyone is perfect. You don't allow people to be perfect in your life, and that's why they don't stick it out with you, because you a whole ass degenerate that's going to pull everybody down and tell them they ain't shit. Don't nobody want to be with a nigga that's going to tell them they ain't perfect. My wife is perfect. My children are perfect. I love everybody around me perfectly. So if you don't allow people to be perfect in your life, that's why don't nobody stay in your life, because you a bitch, and don't nobody want to be with a bitch ass nigga. So you figure that out on your own. All right. Somebody said, is there evil in this world? No, they're just stupid people in the world. And that's okay, because children are children, and children do what children do. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They don't know no better. They not evil. They just dumb. And that's cool, because that's what happened when you're trying to learn through amnesia. You're trying to learn how to put your own version of heaven together. It costs hell. So you go through hell to learn how to put your own version of heaven together, which is fair trade, my boy. Persevere through your suffering. Go through the trials and the tribulations of learning how to construct your own version of heaven on earth. And yeah, sometimes some of the things you try ain't gonna go the way that you might hope that it would have went, but it's gonna always go for the best in accordance with God's law. So be a law-abiding citizen in God's kingdom. We need more law-abiding citizens outside. We need more law-abiding neighbors. We need more law-abiding community members. All right. So if you don't want to encourage people to be law abiding, then I understand why you being a troll in my comments. But we want to be able to walk outside and engage with our brothers, our sisters, our others in a way that is God. All right, instead of coming outside and have to duck straight bullets, have to try to lock the doors to make sure ain't nobody trying to break in and rob. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all promote not being God, and then you don't feel safe on earth. But it's your own fault, because you don't encourage anybody to be God. As soon as I start trying to be God, you start trying to encourage me to be the devil. You be like, you can't be God. You not God. You can't be Jesus. You can't be the Son of God. How am I not the Son of God when God is my Father? If God is my Father, then I am his child. What are y'all arguing with, and why are y'all mad? Because we are what our Father is. Like, I am the same quality that my Father is. If my Father is God, I am God, family. If my Father is spirit, I am spirit, family. I am what my Father is. But then as soon as we say we children of God, just because you the child of God doesn't mean you the son of God. There's a difference between the son and the child. Like, no, it's not. A son is a child. It just is what it is. Somebody says your mouth is filthy. My mouth is not filthy, family. You just don't like the way I talk, and that's why I don't care about niggas like you. I'll beat your bitch ass up. I got the freedom of speech. Niggas hate their own freedoms. These people come in here and try to take away their own freedoms, family. How are you upset because I have the freedom of speech and I say whatever I want to say? You should uphold your rights, family. You have to be a law-abiding citizen enough to know that you should protect your rights. Now niggas want to censor what you can say. They don't want you to say whatever you want to say. It's weird that you want to live in a society that you keep on squishing. You're going to end up in a prison. You're going to end up in a societal prison to where people not allowed to say this, people not allowed to say that. You can't say, like, I don't want to live with you, family. I don't want to live where you live, bro. If you live where people can tell you what you can and can't say, family, that's because you live in hell you created. You're creating hell on your own, and I create heaven where everybody can say whatever they want to say. All right? So what we're going to do is practice our amendments. We're going to amend our amendment. Our amendment is our ability to think for ourselves. And with your amendments, your first amendment is the right to free speech. And you can say whatever you need to say until you learn how to say what you mean to say. And that's the only way to practice. You have to be able to speak freely in order to practice speaking, all right? So if you're not going to continue to exercise your own rights, then you're going to lose your rights. Somebody says you wrong all the way around. Family, it don't matter if I'm wrong or not, family. Stop trying to judge me and go figure out how to be happy in your own life. Whether I'm right or wrong is not the question here. This not no debate. This not no competition. This not no comparison. This not you versus me. This ain't me versus you. Family, this is me setting myself free and then allowing you to imitate that if you so see fit. All right? I'm going to imitate God. I'm going to imitate Christ. All right? You can imitate stupid, degenerate trends that you find on your human level of comprehension with your media and your education and your movie and your TVs. You imitate the movies and the TVs and your celebrities. That's what you appreciate. Somebody says, NML, so why do you want to share this? because God put it on my heart to share this. God wants to share this because it's God who is speaking through me to his children, the ones who have eyes that can see and the ones who have ears that can hear. If you can't get this message, then this message is not for you. It's over your head and you don't belong here. You should just leave. We're not talking to you. We don't know you. We don't even know why you decided to come in alive or why you decided to stay in alive, but you had your own free will. You used your free will to put yourself here. I would respect God enough to say, hey, perhaps God is the reason why I came across this live today, and maybe God wanted me to get something up out of it, but you don't have no relationship with God, so you don't understand how to look at anything happening in your life at all. All right? Half of y'all think that I'm on here representing the devil because all you know how to hear is the devil. All you know how to represent is the devil. I represent God. I represent my Father. I represent my Father. So what I'm presenting is the Father. Somebody says, then let him speak and don't cuss. Fuck you. You're a bitch. Straight from God. God told me to say out my mouth, fuck you, dumbass, degenerate bitch. See that? You see how that is? That's easy work. I don't know why you think that God don't have no limitation, family. God not limited. Y'all keep trying to use y'all weird ass religions to limit God. Religion cannot tell God what to say and what not to say, family. God can say a whole bunch of whatever God want to say. God is free. I don't understand why people think they can take their religions and say, oh, you don't sound godly. Oh, you don't sound like a Christian. Bitch, Christianity is something that exists in the Bible, nigga. That's over with. Jesus Christ was not a Christian, and Jesus Christ told you don't let no religion get in between you and God. So why would I let you tell me, oh, you not gonna be a good Christian if you talk like that? I'm not trying to be a good Christian, nigga. I am God. I am above all religions. These niggas want to be all up under a religion and belong to a group, and if they can't belong to the group, they brokenhearted. So if you in a group and you talk like me, the group like, if you keep talking like him, we gonna kick you out. Now you can't be a part of the group, so you shut up. Now the cat got your tongue, the devil got your tongue because you want to belong to a group. But if you talk like me, you can't get to God. You got to stay with the group. So you go be with your little weak, weird-ass, punk-ass group, and I'm going to stick with God, family. Not finna do it with y'all. And if you want to bring your group over here, I'll beat you up. I'll beat up every nigga in your group, your gang, your congregation, beat up your pastor. I'll beat up the choir if they needed to. All right, God sent me with this belt so I can put belt to ass, BTA. God sent me to represent the Father, and you know what fathers do. Fathers put that belt on your ass so that you can remember that it's not a game out here. Watch how you playing with God. You play with God, you get cursed, dumb bitch. You don't know that shit? How you thought you was trying to break a generational curse? Bitch, the curse came from God. Now, stop playing with God and create your own version of heaven on earth like a good lone star would do when it mass star itself as the individual star, right? The solo star, right? The solo mind. That's facts, all right? So keep on doing that. Somebody says, good fathers do not beat their children. It ain't beating the children. If you spare the rod, you will spoil the child. God said, pop that rock one time, not two times, all right? So we not beating no children, but your children better understand and respect you. Your children better understand that you are consistent and that you are about that business. Because if your children is stepping on you, spitting on you in the store, knocking shit down in the store, and can't nobody get you or your child under control, you ain't intelligent. Talking about some, oh, beating your children is abuse. Allowing your children to die and go to jail is abuse. All right, allowing your children to be juvenile delinquents and drunk drivers crashing and killing other people, that is abuse. All right, allowing your children to get out here and engage in unmarital sex and produce your grandchildren in wedlock, that is abuse. All right, so yeah, we'd rather our children make it past and beyond all of those hanging with the wrong crowd, getting pregnant by the wrong significant other, all of those things. Somebody says, so you say beat the kids? If you can't understand what I'm saying, I'm not talking to you. And I'm not finna continue to try to get you to understand what I'm saying because it's gonna be useless. You too stupid. No matter what I say, you gonna fuck it up and you not gonna figure it out. You should already understand what I've already said, all right? So if you wanna go beat your kids, go beat your kids, nigga. If you wanna go shoot your mama, go shoot your mama, nigga. Go do whatever it is you wanna do and deal with the consequences that come with it. They got places for people like you. That's an absolute fact. You gonna live the rest of your life. It ain't like you've been listening to nobody anyway. You've been doing whatever you wanna do. You gonna keep doing whatever you wanna do. All we doing is saying to the ones that got eyes that can see and ears that can hear is that while you're doing whatever you wanna do, use that ability to do whatever you wanna do to create your own version of heaven on earth, all right? So just run it all the way up to the Most High. All right, God is real. Somebody says God will protect you though. God is me. I am God. So it's not what God will do. It's what God is doing as who I am. Facts. Facts, man. You know, we got to keep it going up, man. We got to give God the glory 100% of the time. Y'all is love. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure that y'all, you know what I'm saying, subscribe, join the community of like minds that don't mind letting the light shine for a lifetime on top of a lifetime, all right? Somebody said, get back to Africa. There's no such thing as Africa on the planet of Earth. You let these people create a map and let them tell you where everything is, you're an idiot, all right? You let these people make up all this make-believe shit and teach it to you like it's education and tell you dumb if you don't memorize what they want you to know. Don't do it. Don't go that way. Somebody says, you're not God. Well, then what am I? If I'm not God, then what am I? Let's get down to how y'all people think. Let's get into some thinking processes. Somebody says, what are your thoughts on Christmas? Christ mass, Christ for the masses. All right, the mass population need to have Christ consciousness. That's what I think about Christmas. Christmas is God's gift, God wrapped in flesh. Somebody says you're human. What is a human? If I'm human, what is a human? Why you think I'm human? What is a human and why do you think I'm human? Let's get into the way you think. We wondering. Who told you was human and why did you believe them? He said a normal human like everyone else. What is a normal human? I ain't never seen a normal everyone else. Everybody look like they got their own particular details in their life. So what's normal? Because I don't even see what normal is. A two-parent household normal? Is a one-parent household normal? Is having annual six-figure salary normal? Is having less than an annual six-figure? What is normal? What are y'all talking about? When y'all say we are humans, what somebody says you are created by God. I am God, the creator who created me. So yeah, I am my own creator. Somebody says how to have a direct mystical experience by claiming your true identity as God. God is within you as the truth. God is within you, and God is not within you as a lie. God is within you as the truth. Somebody says, haha, you all over the place. That's because I'm multidimensional and I'm capable of speaking to more than one person at the same time, though you're not able to keep up with more than one conversation. So you think I'm all over the place, but that's the definition of God, omnipresent. Somebody says, your mama created you. My mama did not create me. If my father didn't bust a nut, if my mama created me, why she ain't create me without a dude? What was the father doing in my situation? Somebody says, you your own creator. That is correct. I am my own God. That is correct. I have free will. If I don't use my free will right, I'm going to suffer consequences that I don't like. Nobody can use my free will for me. Yes, I am my own God, and I need to use my free will properly. That is correct. Somebody said, no such thing as. There is a such thing as me creating my own decisions. I make my decisions. That's real. My decisions become my consequences. That's real. I have to mind my consequences by minding the decisions that I make. Nobody's making my decisions for me. That is real. Somebody says, ha, 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 you ain't God, you wish. I don't have to wish. Why would I wish to be God if I didn't need to be God anyway? What kind of wish would that be? Y'all not making no sense. Somebody says, you don't know because you're a human being who was created by an uncreated God. How do you know God if you don't know I am God? If you knew God, you would know that I am God. If you don't know the Son, how do you claim to know the Father? Anybody that deny the Son, deny the Father. If God is my Father, I am his Son. How am I not? He said, somebody said he worships himself. I have to pat myself on the back because you won't. I have to encourage myself. I have to motivate myself. I have to tell myself to keep going because why else? From where else will it come from? I gotta praise myself. I gotta worship myself. Somebody says, so you're saying I'm God also? You should know that for yourself, family. You are who you are. Nobody can tell you who you are. You asking me who you are is dumb because you are who you are no matter what I say. I am who I am. Exodus 3:14. I am who I am no matter what anybody says. Somebody said that's what Satan did though. That's what God did, bro. I don't know what you talking about Satan for. Satan is unnecessary conversation. God is real. God said that I am God. Somebody said Satan knows the scripture too, but God is the scripture though. Doesn't matter if Satan don't know shit because Satan don't have no intelligence. All intelligence comes from God. There's no such thing as Satan. Satan is a fictitious entity in the imagination of a man who don't want to be self-accountable for the decisions he make, and so he have to make up somebody else blame so that he don't say that it's his fault. Somebody said, which scripture? Psalms 82:6. Somebody said, but you're saying all humans are God, correct? No, I'm saying that humans are not real. There's no such thing as a human. Somebody taught you to use the word human. You don't know why you're using the word human. You don't know who taught you to use the word human. You just used to using the word human. You think you're a human. You don't even know why you think you are a human. Why do you believe you are a human? Why did you let somebody teach you to think of yourself as a human? Why did you allow that? Somebody says Satan been part of the story from the beginning. Satan don't got no, listen, we already know Satan, if it ever existed, got kicked out of heaven, my boy. If Satan is not in heaven, Satan is, boy, in the beginning, God created the heavens. Satan not in heaven. Y'all just slow. In the beginning, God created heaven. There is no devil in heaven. Somebody said, who made Eve eat the apple then? Her own curiosity. Because you have consciousness, you have inquiry. Because you are curious. You want to go and see what it's like. God wanted to know what it was like in the world he created. God wanted to know what it was like in the game of life. Somebody said influenced by the serpent. Influenced by God, nigga. There is no serpent unless God created it. If God created it, it's God, family. If God created you, you are God. Somebody said, yes, he was. He was kicked out of heaven. Listen. All right, they're talking about he got kicked out of heaven. Listen to me, family. Oh, my God. Bruh. Even if we rock with you and you said that Satan got kicked out of heaven, it's eternity already. So there's no more devil, all right? If the devil got kicked out, he's kicked out for all eternity. There's no more devil at all right? Somebody says, I thought you were God. Listen, stop thinking and start knowing, all right? That's your problem. You too damn dumb to rely on your own thinking because you're thinking with your 5 physical senses, and 5 physical senses cannot sense the non-physical dimension. If the devil got kicked out of heaven for all eternity, there is no devil in heaven. Heaven is within you. You are in heaven right now, all right? Luke 17:21. Luke 17:21. Heaven is inside of you, and there is no devil in heaven. All right? You just said he got kicked out. He got kicked out for all eternity. All right? It just is what it is. These people not in alignment with common sense at all. That's what we don't understand. All we know is Luke 17:21, and heaven is inside of you. All right? Somebody says, bro, you don't even know what you're saying. I don't have to know what I'm saying. God is speaking through me. God doing his work through me. So you can get that Luke 17:21 and figure out the rest if that's what you are interested in doing. If you're not interested in dealing with what the truth is, then continue to do whatever you've been doing. Somebody said false prophet. There's no way to tell a false truth. The truth is true for all eternity. You can't make the truth false. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Somebody says God don't know you. God knows everything. Otherwise, God is not all-knowing, and you don't know God, family. If you don't think God knows me, it just shows that you don't believe in God, and that's why you in here being a degenerate. Somebody says, trying to figure out if he a Hebrew, a Christian, a Gnostic, or listen, I told you who I am. If you still trying to figure out who I am, it's because you are an idiot. How do you try to figure out who somebody is when somebody told you, I am God? Somebody says, how would you explain God to someone who doesn't know? It's the consciousness that you are using to live your own life. And because you can live your own life, you have the ability to make that life form into a life of consequences that you appreciate because you have free will, all right? You're breathing in consciousness through your nostrils. If you stop breathing, you lose consciousness, all right? God is consciousness. God is the spirit that you're breathing through your nostrils, all right? It is God, family. Somebody says, how do you unlock the kingdom of heaven within? You stop allowing people to tell you that you're not God. Stop allowing people to tell you that you're not Christ. Stop trying to please stupid, degenerate people, all right? Because they lost souls. They don't know which way to go. They don't know where they came from. They don't know where they going, all right? Somebody said false prophet means you aren't speaking the truth. The truth is the only thing you can speak, family. You cannot lie. Either you have discernment or you don't. If you don't have discernment, that means you can't figure out what the truth is, so you think somebody lying. Ain't nobody lying to you. You just too dumb to figure out what the truth is. Everybody is telling the truth, all right? Everybody telling the truth. Can't nobody lie to you if you have discernment. So you are worried about false prophets because you know you're an idiot. You know you gullible. You know you vulnerable to your own stupidity. You know you can't figure out what the truth is. You know that if somebody don't say it in exactly the way you need them to say it, you not going to be able to know what's going on. You feel like you got lied to because you couldn't figure it out. That's all it is, okay? Somebody said a fool is known by his many words. Known by who? Because why would you know a fool? Why would you know a fool? What do you have business with a fool for? Talking about a fool is known. Known by who? Because why did you waste your time getting to know a fool? All right, you're an idiot. Somebody said, sorry to interrupt the preaching. No, all right? You're not sorry to interrupt the preaching if you interrupting the preaching, my boy. As soon as you said that you were sorry, I treated you like a sorry-ass individual because you said that you was. Somebody said it takes a fool to know a fool, and that's why y'all keep trying to say somebody is a fool, because you're trying to say somebody is what you are able to recognize, and you are only able to recognize fools because you are foolish, all right? It just is what it is. Somebody said, those are some bold claims. How about we chat live? Listen, we are chatting live. You're talking to me. I'm on live right now, all right? It's bold because I'm not a coward like you. Stop being a coward and be bold too. Be proud in the spirit of God. That's facts. Somebody says, I feel sorry. That's because you are sorry, all right? You don't just feel sorry, you are sorry. You can't feel it unless you are it, okay? You are the sorry that you feel within yourself, because I don't feel it at all. I don't feel no sorriness. Somebody says, you can know what foolishness is and not be foolish. Yeah, that sounds like something a foolish person would say to try to convince themselves that they not foolish. It's like you want to believe in the devil so that you can have somebody to blame. Somebody says, I pity. That's because you are pitiful. You can't pity nobody unless you are full of pity to pity them with. So you are pitiful, all right? Trying to pity somebody else with the pity that you are full of. I don't know why y'all do this to yourself. Somebody put, are you broke? I am God. I don't know why you trying to find a different pronoun, my boy, but I already gave you the one that works. Somebody said, yeah, that guy is a fool. No, you are a fool, okay? It's you, because why are you entertaining that which is foolish? Facts. And if you're trying to say that I am a fool, yet you're still in my chat, I don't understand why you don't know that that makes you the fool. You can't call somebody else a fool and then give them your full, undivided attention. Like, nigga, I am maintaining your attention. The algorithm is appreciating the grasp that I have on your attention because you know that I'm worth paying attention to, all right? You just don't know how to share love because you're a toxic degenerate, all right? Somebody says, don't block me. This comedy I be watching. If you say don't block me, I'ma block you off the strength that you said don't block me, because I know that trolls speak in reverse. Somebody says you're arrogant. Yes, it takes a brave heart to be arrogant. You got to be righteous like me to be arrogant, because somebody going to try to tear you down. And if you ain't confident in your righteousness, you will let them feel like a smaller version of yourself and you will shrink up. All right. So, yeah, word said block me. All right, get out. Somebody said, why you mad? Because God want me to be mad. Shout out to God. Shout out to my righteous anger. I love being mad because it's the greatest feeling in the world when it comes to being righteousness. Facts. Somebody said, this is not righteousness. Then tell God to strike it down then. Let's see if you can get God to answer your prayers, because I doubt that he'll work for you. God with me. I am God, as you can see. But if you don't think so, somebody said that ain't a fact, prove it. If it ain't a fact, prove it. If I'm not God, prove it, all right? Shit, fuck is you talking about? Somebody said, smite me, bro. Don't worry, I already did. You was born to a prostitute. You just didn't know you got smited, my nigga. Look at your life. Everything that you don't appreciate, that's my smite. Somebody says you're angry because you broke. No, you worship money. Money is not going to be the reason why I'm happy. Happiness is a spiritual thing. Somebody say, I got no parents. Yeah, that's because I took them from you. You ain't deserve no parents. I smited you. Ask me to smite you some more, and I'll smite you for the rest of your life. Don't worry, you still alive, my nigga. It's some more smiting coming your way. Keep playing with a trill, nigga. You going to figure out 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. It's going to keep coming. Somebody say, I love life because of God. God has never forsaken me. I ain't gonna lie, your ass have been forsaken because look at you in a chat with a stranger that you don't know trying to have my attention because you don't feel like you have attention in your own personal life. Your ass is degenerate and you don't want to admit that. You want to say you living your best life, but you dying from preventable illnesses. Somebody say, I love you though. I love you too. I love you to death. I love your ass straight to hell. On God. I don't know why you think that the kids in hell don't got God love. God love you in heaven. God love you in hell too. Somebody said, I'm working on fixing this world. You doing a very poor job at it. I'll tell you that. If you ain't telling everybody that they are God, then you ain't doing a good job fixing the world at all. Somebody said hell is earth. Earth is hell. So on hell, in hell, on earth, we live in heaven. In hell, we live in heaven. So that's over with. Facts. You better start telling people that they are God. That's the gospel. Somebody says, cast the beam from your own eye before removing it from others. Fuck others. Let them niggas die too. Facts. God gave everybody the ability to do whatever they want to do. That's off the rip. If heaven is in your mind, that means you in heaven because you in your mind right now. Somebody says, I can prove you aren't God. Go ahead. We want to see that proof. Prove it. We're waiting. Damn, it got bored waiting on you to prove it. Anyways, I'm going to continue on. All right. So, yeah. Somebody said blasphemy. That's John 10:33. All right. Y'all don't believe in Jesus Christ. Anybody that's saying blasphemy don't believe in Jesus Christ. Somebody said, I love you, bro. Prove it. Somebody said, am I evil attacking when you spreading the word of God? No, you're an idiot. I'm giving you your own freedom. I'm giving you the ability to give your children their freedom and to give your family their freedom. And that's not something you're interested in because you are an idiot. Somebody says you didn't read the rest. That's because I rested. All right? I'm resting. Somebody said, God is all powerful. You can't lift 400. 400 what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Somebody said, this is ridiculous. Y'all just pray this man peace. I am at peace. I am what peace is. You don't need to pray for me. If God was waiting on your prayer, my boy, we'd all be dead. So cut it out. You ain't never got none of your prayers answered in your life. Facts. Fuck this nigga talking about, y'all, let's pray for him. Your ass ain't never got a prayer answered. Somebody says, KO God, I challenge. Somebody says, are you resting, bro? I'm a LMAO, go to work. Go to work and do what? Yeah, I was lagging because somebody called the phone. Somebody said, if you're God, cure babies from bone cancer, I'm waiting. Yeah, I gave the babies the cure. The cure is inside their bones. Now, keep waiting. Somebody says, I am the Lord. There is no one else. There is no God except me. That is facts. That is facts. I am the Lord, and there is no one else. There is no God except me. That is facts. I love Isaiah 45:5. Yes, I am. Will, you just told me I was God, Will. Will mad because Will dumb. Will just told me I am God. He gave me the verse. Will, you gave me the verse that says I am God. Look, Isaiah 45:5. I am the Lord. There is no one else. It's me using my own free will. You can't use my free will for me. I am the Lord. There is no one else using my free will. There is no God except me. Fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You the one gave me the goddamn link. You gave me the Bible verse. Nigga dumb. Somebody says, sir, you are not God. The book says Jesus is Lord. I am Jesus, dumbass. You don't know what Jesus means. You don't know what Jesus is. Somebody says, you are not the Lord. I am lording my free will. I am the Lord of my free will. Nobody is the Lord of my free will but me. I'm the only nigga using his free will, suffering from my consequences, and are forced to make a different decision if I want a different consequence. I am the Lord of my free will. If I don't like something, I don't do it. If I like something, then I do that. That is what a Lord is. The one that gets to control the way the law works. I have dominion over the law. I am the Lord. Somebody says, you're a false prophet. There is no such thing as a false prophet. Only cowards are concerned with a false prophet. You're scared. You're scared someone's gonna mislead you because you're a follower. You're scared somebody's gonna mislead you. Somebody says, you're not Jesus of Nazareth, buddy. God doesn't exist anyway. How somebody gonna even try to take you serious? The nigga say you not Jesus, God don't exist. You are not qualified to have this conversation. Somebody said, I'll prove you are not God. In 1 year and 6 months, the world will witness the spiritual battle at its peak. I am the truth and the word. I only wanted your attention since you almost got it right. No, you wanted my attention because I am the light and all flies fly to the light and get their ass zapped. All right, shut your weird weak ass up, bitch. Don't nobody care about you or what you talking about. Get your weird dumb ass off my life and go live your life wherever you happy living your life at. All right, it just is what it is. Somebody said you're a false crackhead. No, I'm a crackhead for real, nigga. Not a false crackhead. I crack the head. I release the cracking. I get it cracking. I beat you dumbass niggas up off the rip in the spirit realm, nigga. Somebody says, do you believe in the Bible? I am the Bible, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Walking, talking word of God, boy. Y'all niggas is slow. Somebody said, this man is not God. I am not man. I'm not a man at all. Somebody says, you will not. That's an incomplete thought. I don't know what you're saying I will not do. All I know is that as the child of God, right? I'm about to get back. All right, I didn't play with y'all in the comments enough. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Somebody said demons are in this man. There's no such thing as a demon. God is real. God vanquishes all demons. God is within me. A demon can't share the same space with God. Y'all got to learn how to have more respect for God. God is within me beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's the reason why I'm breathing. What I am breathing is God, okay? God is within me, and demons cannot live in God's presence. Somebody said, God is not in you. Family, then why am I breathing? If God is not in me, then why am I breathing right now? If God is not in me, then why am I breathing? I said, because God created you. God is inside of everything God created. If God created me, God is within me. God is within all his creations. None of God's creations exist without God. None of God's creation exists without God. God is within every single thing that God created. John 17:21. Do you not know that I am in the Father and that the Father is in me and the Father is in you? Somebody said God exists outside time, space, and matter. We all exist outside of time, space, and matter. You trapped your own consciousness inside of time, space, and matter in the 3D. You trapped your own consciousness in your 5 physical senses. That's it. That's you. You did that with your free will because you have free will. You used your free will to trap yourself on earth for no reason at all. None of these people ain't read the Bible at all, Gobblegum. I'ma just go on and tell you right now. They don't care about what the Bible say at all. If you trapped in your own mind, you can get out of it. If you're trapped in, that means that's not where you supposed to be. That means you not supposed to be on earth. But you think you from earth. You think earth is as far as you can get. How did you get trapped if that ain't even where you supposed to be? See, I'm still outside of time and space. I'm still outside of time and space. You trapped. That's all we saying. You fell for the soul trap. You ain't got yourself trapped on earth. like an idiot. Somebody says, what are your thoughts on the Sabbath? Every day is the Sabbath. The Bible is not made by people because people can't make shit. Somebody said, where's your caretaker? My caretaker is outside of time and space within me. Somebody says, you not God or Jesus. They waiting for you to come back to him. Come back to him where? Where is God? Where is Jesus? Why they waiting on me to come back if I can't escape them because they everywhere I go all the time? You're an idiot. Your logic don't make no sense whatsoever, nigga. Heaven is within me. Luke 17:21. I don't die. I'm in heaven right now. I live in heaven. You trying to die in heaven. I live in heaven. I don't know why you think death is the doorway. Death is not the door to heaven. Somebody said, seriously, because I care for you. You don't know me. I am God. Fuck you and fuck everybody that got a problem with it. Stop me from saying I'm God. If you got something against me saying God, what are you going to do about it is what we trying to figure out. That's what's so interesting. Why do you have a problem with somebody being God? What's the problem with us being God? How the fuck is you telling me to stop being wicked? Make me stop being wicked, dumb bitch. I want you to stand on that shit you talking about. Because all y'all niggas talking and ain't talking about shit, ain't talking about doing shit neither. We trying to see who talking about doing something. I ain't gonna lie, that is cringe. All these trolls cringy. So I sound crazy to a bunch of liars. That's how the truth sound to liars. The truth sound crazy when people are used to lying. The point of existence is to create your own version of heaven on earth. That's why you have free will. Somebody said, please return to Jesus. Where is Jesus? I'll return to Jesus when you tell me where he at. All right, they want us to return to Jesus, so let's find him. Where is he? Because apparently the nigga hiding. Where is Jesus? Let's return to Jesus, y'all. Come on, y'all, everybody, we finna return to Jesus. Where he at? Where is he? We want to know. That's facts, Tomo. You got the right answer. Yes, Sean, you got the right answer. Sean Wiggins, I'm trying to see what Jesus at. Somebody said he is in heaven with the Father in heaven. Where is heaven? Somebody said, I thought you were Jesus. You told me that I wasn't. You the one that's confused. You got to choose. That's facts, Daniel. You know what's up. I appreciate you. That's love. Somebody says, why are you asking where he is? Because somebody told me that I'm not him. You told me that I'm not him. That's why I'm asking where he is, because you keep telling me I'm not him. I'm trying to find him. Somebody said, you disrespect the Father. Where is the Father? Somebody said, Jesus the Son is in heaven. Where is heaven? If he is with the Father in heaven, where is heaven? Where is Jesus? You said go back to Jesus. Now you said that Jesus gonna show me. Bro, that's how easy it is to step on these people. All you gotta do is ask them to explain themselves. I can explain myself just fine. They can't explain themselves at all. Their religion has failed them. Your religion is stupid. Somebody said, Jesus will show himself to you. He gonna show himself to me where? He gonna show himself to me on earth? Jesus gonna show himself to me on earth? Somebody said heaven exists outside our reality. That's not what Luke 17:21 said. That ain't what Luke 17:21. Will, can you tell us what Luke 17:21 says? Will, can you copy and paste Luke 17:21? Somebody said Jesus is in the great judgment. What is the great judgment that Jesus is inside of it? Why is Jesus inside of a judgment? So Jesus is nowhere for us to find him. So we can't go back to Jesus. We got to wait on Jesus to come to us. So Jesus not waiting on us to come to him. We just got to keep on waiting, keep on waiting, keep on waiting, waiting. Niggas been waiting their whole lives. Niggas' grandmas been waiting their whole life. We been waiting on Jesus. This dumb bitch still talking about, you need to come to Jesus. Where is he, dumb bitch? We trying to come to him. Where the fuck he at? You know why I need him? Because we don't know where he is, bitch. That's why we need Jesus, because he ran off on a nigga. That nigga ran the fuck away. Talking about come to Jesus. Bitch, we trying to. What's the address? Give us the address. Bitch talking about come to Jesus. Bitch, we coming. We on the way. You just ain't tell us where to go. Said the demons inside of you getting frustrated. No, the common sense is getting frustrated because you keep on saying go somewhere and won't tell nobody how to get there. If the nigga is always near, then why we looking for him then? Said that, listen, you out of here. You no longer get to communicate in the chat. You not interested no more. Facts. You too dumb. These niggas want you to go to Jesus and can't find Jesus to save their own life. Somebody said Jesus brought the kingdom here from heaven. That means we in heaven now then. So why y'all don't know we in heaven if you already know that Jesus already brought heaven and we here? Facts. I am Jesus. I brought heaven down to earth. And I'm telling you how to open the door and walk into it. Fact. Somebody said, listen to 607 Unc. Nigga, listen to God. Why would you point somebody away from God, dumb vagina? Fuck is you dragging your vagina through the streets with all them STDs thinking you gonna find a stepdaddy for your illegitimate children is beyond me. It's not gonna work, bitch. You gonna go from one toxic relationship to another. Our Father is in heaven within you. You don't need no stepdaddy. Dumb bitch, go be with the nigga you made your kids with. It's the only intelligent thing to do. Somebody says you aren't listening to God if you're saying you're a Jesus. I am listening to God because I am God himself. All right? I'm Jesus in the earth form. I'm Jesus in the law form. I'm Jesus in the human form, okay? I'm God as the user of the human body. This human is not alive by itself, all right? If I wasn't in this body would just be a corpse. If I get up out this body would go to the morgue, all right? I'm not this body, my boy, all right? I am the consciousness that is using the body for the experience, the human experience, all right? I am not the body that I am using because I'm the user. It's like using a hammer. I'm not the hammer I'm using the hammer. You niggas think you are the hammer. That's weird. Somebody says, what is Zion to you? Peace of mind, where you don't let dumbass niggas come inside and change the way you look at your life. All right? Facts. Somebody says, you're a lost vessel, a vessel taken over by demons. So you saying that demons overpowered God and took God's vessel. So God is a loser. You're an antichrist. You hate God. You think God can lose to a demon. God created everything. How God gonna lose to some shit that God created? This God's vessel. He's like, you're a lost vessel. How did God lose a vessel? Yeah, he who sent me is still with me. And guess what? He who is within me is stronger than he who is within the world. I don't understand why y'all hate God. I don't understand why you hate God so bad that you won't even let me be God. You should want people to be your favorite person. You should want to be surrounded by your favorite person. You should want everybody to be God so that you can see God everywhere you go. But y'all don't want to see God because y'all hate God. Y'all like, you ain't God. You can't be God. Don't be God. You the devil. You want to see the devil. You want the devil to be with you everywhere you go. You don't want God to be there, though. That's crazy. You want to live in a community full of people who is the devil, but you don't want to live in a community of people who is God. It's weird. Why you don't want your children to be God? Why you don't want your loved ones to be God? Why you want your children to be the devil? Why you want your loved ones to be the devil? Somebody said the body developed from the brain. Your brain is your body. This nigga said the body developed from the brain. Nigga, the brain is the body. Nigga, your whole body is a brain. Somebody says, you lost, dude, just admit it. God is within me. How can I lose when God is the winner and God is within me? God got it. You not making no sense, family. He said, once you admit you're lost, all this hate will be gone. There is no hate. You talking about hate from haters? Family, haters are going to hate your entire life. There's always going to be a newly reincarnated soul that is a lost soul that will be hating until they figure out how to love. So it's going to always be hate, my boy. All right? Somebody says you didn't lose, you're lost. Listen, I am not lost, I didn't lose. God is the winner. God has me in his hands. I am with God. I can't even be lost because God is everywhere that exists. There is no being lost in God. God got it. God got us all. He got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole world in his hands. Fuck is y'all talking about lost? Y'all just don't respect God, and y'all don't respect God's power. I don't understand. We giving y'all God and the power of God, but y'all want to accept it. Family, you are God, and if you don't want to accept that you are accountable for the way you use your free will, you're going to continue to live your life like a victim, family. You're going to live your life like a victim, family. That's it. They just out of control. They want to blame everybody. They want to blame the government. They want to blame the white man. They want to blame their baby mama. They want to blame their finances. They want to blame their country. They just want to blame they victims, family. Try to tell them that they got control and they can change their life around. They say no. Somebody says, by claiming to be God, you are not giving him the respect. Yes, I am. You got to claim to be God to give God the respect, because how you think you are your own? You are not your own. God owns you. You are God's. You are not separated from God. You don't have a separate life from God. The life you live in is God's life. The body you using is God's body. The spirit that you are breathing is God's spirit. The mind that you're using is God's mind. And then here you go running around talking about you got your own. Family, you don't have your own. Anything you disrespectful trying to take glory from God. Trying to say you got your own life. Trying to say you got your own body. Trying to say you got your own mind. No, you don't. Everything you got is God's. It's God-given. And God has more for you, but you won't accept it because you don't accept that you ain't separate from God. Somebody says, blessing and cursing shall not come from the same mouth. Explain that. You got free will. And if you use your free will properly, then you will create the type of life you appreciate. If you don't use your free will properly, you will create the type of life that you don't appreciate, because you are the judge and you the one that has to decide whether you appreciate it or not. That's on you. Not only are you judge, but you also have to be the creator that is creating the creation that you are judging. That it just is what it is. Somebody says, LOL, I resign as a God. I ain't gonna lie, nobody cared about you ever in your life anyway. Go die, nobody gonna bat an eye. It's facts. You can get your life up right now and nobody is going to care. Nobody cares whether you get your life up or not. Nigga, you alive and don't nobody care about your motherfucking ass right now. Somebody says, we not the judge, God is the judge. That's why I am God. God gave me the authority to judge. God gave his son the authority to judge. I am the son of God. God gave me the authority to judge. All this is in the Bible. Facts. Use God inside of you to make your decisions. That's facts. Somebody says, tips to transcend. Claim your true identity as God. Say that you are God. Claim that you are God. Act like God. Imitate God. Somebody says, you're going to be salty. I don't know what you're talking about. Family, you can't pray for me. You never get any of your prayers answered. Why would you say you're going to pray for me when you ain't never got a single prayer answered in your life? If you can't keep up, I'm going to just put you out. All right? I spent time in the chat with those who came in with their confusion. All right? So, if you saying that you're going to pray for me, you can pray for me outside the chat. I'm just going to kick you niggas out, and y'all can go do whatever make you feel happy. All right? Finna get back into the main course, all right? I'm about to see who else talking about what they talking about, and get them up out of here. All right? Facts. What up, though, Angel? What up, though, Osiris Raw? You know what it is. All right, y'all. On this part of the live, I will be kicking the trolls up out of here. All right. That's facts, Raincoat. That's absolutely facts. Said, brother, I believe you are closer to the kingdom. Listen, the kingdom is within me. There's no closer to get. There's no closer to get. The kingdom is within me. Will, if you don't put Luke 17:21 in the chat, Will, I'm going to cancel your ability to communicate in this chat. You're not going to have a great conversation with me because you're going to have no conversation at all if you're not going to participate in the up and up, okay? So either you're going to copy and paste Luke 17:21. No. Do it now because I didn't get to see you, my boy. So bring it back because you said I'm close to, if you posted Luke 17:21, then why did you just say you think I'm close to heaven if you know that heaven is within me? See, this is why I'm about to stop you from being able to communicate. All right? Now let's talk about this, Will. Will put, nor will they say, look, here it is, or there it is, for behold, the kingdom of God is within your midst. So the kingdom of God is within you. Now, why are you saying, Will, that I'm close to the kingdom if you know the kingdom is within me? Because I'm not finna keep on going through this little small-ass degenerate conversation where you keep on saying that I'm close to the kingdom and saying that the kingdom is inside of me. If you can't pick a lane, family, I'm just going to kick you out the car, my boy. No cap. The way you drive and you swerving, man. That's facts. Just one voice. The only voice is God's voice. That's facts. Facts. It has already been done. Jesus said it is finished. Somebody says, what about free speech? Yes, you have the right to free speech so that you can say what you need to say until you learn how to say what you mean to say. So you got to exercise your rights. But these people don't like their rights. They don't like free speech. All right, then. Well, I'm going to go back into saying what I want to say. All right. If Jesus is coming soon, that means Jesus is not here. Somebody says Jesus brought the kingdom down with him. Will, I'm about to kick you out, Will. I love you. I appreciate you being on the journey. But at this point, you just wasting my time, family. And I gave y'all a section of my time. I was in the comment section with y'all. Now I'm about to get up out this comment section right quick. And I'm going to go back to saying what it is I feel like saying off the top of my dome. All right? All right, well, Rick, you got your ass up out of here. All right, so what we're saying is that if we admit that God is our Father, that is a distinction that creates a dynamic that means you are a child, all right? A son is a child. When we say we are the son of God or the child of God, we are saying that we are God in the limited experience of God, all right? That does not mean we are trapped in the limitation. It just means that we have descended into physical form to experience creation as the one who exists outside of creation. So I am the living son of God because I am alive, living as God inside of God's law, inside of the virtual reality video game that God created that you call life, all right? So we all reap what we sow because we're reaping and sowing in the Garden of Eden, okay? So while we are gardeners, gardening in the Garden of Eden, we are reaping what we sow. That's why the first parable that Jesus told when he got on the scene was the parable of the sower, because sowing is very crucial to what you're doing here as a source of free will, okay? So your free will is a tool that you as consciousness are using That's why you need to use your free will consciously. You understand me? Because free will, like a hammer, is a tool used by you. All right? So, if you, excuse me, my neighbor's driving around outside. If you know that you are a user, then it means that you are the consciousness, because only the consciousness is using the tools that consciousness created to be used. And your job as the user is to use it right, because you don't need to use a hammer as if it's a screwdriver. You're not using it right, and you're not going to get the right results. If you don't use your free will right, you're not going to get the results that you like, and that's hell. When you start to get the results that you like, that's heaven. It's your own version of heaven, because you are the judge, judging whether you like this or not, whether you like that or not. That is judging. You are the judge. You have to judge right, because judging is also a tool that you use to use your free will. All right? So you are conscious. You use your consciousness to exercise your free will. You look at the way your free will is creating consequences, and you judge the consequences so that you can do the accountable thing and make the adaptations and the adjustments necessary in the development of your own version of heaven on earth. Thy will be done on earth as it is in the way you think, which is the heaven. First, you use your ability to think, which is something you are doing outside of human eyesight. Human eyes cannot see into your thought process. All right? Your thought process is happening in the dark, in the unseen realm, outside of time and outside of space. All right? So you must go back outside of time, go back outside of space, and get your mind right. Use your thinking so that you can consciously produce the fruits that are attached to the decisions that you make as consequences. All right. So God said in Genesis 1:26, let us create man, which is manifestations. Let us create our manifestations in our image, in our imagination. So think before you speak. Let us create man in our imagination. That is that is Genesis 1:26. My bad. Somebody said something about workout. Stop yapping. Listen, I don't understand why they don't want y'all to wake up and be God. It's like they trying to sabotage the fact that we all are comfortable with the fact that Jesus Christ is the child of God and not a name of an individual. Jesus Christ is not a name of an individual. Jesus Christ means Son of God. And we are all Jesus Christ. We are all sons of God. We are all children of the Most High. Psalms 82:6 and everything else in the Bible. But all it means is that we all are endowed with the control of the law. But we have to be law-abiding citizens. That means you have to submit to the law. What submit to the law means is you have to submit to the way that it works and work it right. You can't make it do what you want it to do. You have to make it do what it does, okay? You have to submit to the law so that you can be admitted. It's a submission, like an application. You have to submit your order to the law, and the law will fill your order, all right? That's what it means to submit to the law. Submit your paperwork. Submit your application. Submit your order. What would you like? And then the law is going to order your likeness. So God said, Genesis 1:26, let us create manifestations in our imagination to our likeness. Because when you submit to the law is going to produce what you like, or the likeness of the way you ordered the law. So watch your order, because you will get your new harvest. You will reap what you sow. So your job as a ruler of the law is to rule the law right or righteously, because right is just a shorter form of righteous. Man is just a smaller word from manifestations, all right? So you got to get into your wordplay as the child of God, because God's child is the living word, all right? As God's child, you are the living word. That's why you have to practice your freedom of speech. Facts, all right? So it's the way that eternity works. It don't change. If you understand eternity, you understand it ain't finna be no change. It ain't finna be no difference. It's not gonna be different. It's not unloyal or disloyal. Those are your human relationships. Your human relationships are disloyal because they temporary, and that's what temporary shit do. It leave you. It leave you brokenhearted. All right? So instead of you dwelling in your broken human heart, you should live and dwell in the heart of God, so that you can continue to experience temporary experiences without becoming temporary yourself. All right? That's facts. If you in your own way, you are in God's way. All right? You blocking God when you don't believe in yourself, because God is in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't put belief in you where God is, God not going to receive your belief. You don't believe in God because God is in you. So we just talking Colossians 1:27. We talking Luke 17:21. And an easy John 17:21. Facts. If y'all can understand these messages, y'all subscribe, put some love on the live. Let's keep each other motivated. Let's keep each other up the most high. I'm going to show you why you stuck up. I'm going to show y'all why we stuck up. It's up and it's stuck. They said, KO, you arrogant. You too prideful. You too proud. Pride comes before the fall. I say, fall comes before flight. You think we falling. Ain't no bottom in the bottomless pit. You think we falling in the bottomless pit. I'm going to show you how we stuck up. Spread your wings and fly, family. Because you going to fall for the rest of your life if you don't spread your wings falling in the bottomless pit. You never going to hit the bottom, my boy. You not falling, my nigga. How is you falling if you're not falling towards anything at all? So these cowards are afraid to fall. No, in truth, these cowards are afraid to fly. Okay? And because we fly, they want to try to shoot us out the sky. So they shoot the messenger and get mad when I blasphemy. Because I'm a blasphemy. Because this ain't no goddamn Mario game, duck, hunt, nigga. You shoot me, you gonna get shot down. They said Jesus didn't get crucified on the cross. It was somebody else. Yeah, it was each individual nigga that thought that Jesus got crucified. Jesus didn't get crucified, you did. Yeah, swap out, nigga. You think you shot me down, you shot yourself down. Because you afraid to fly, you stopped yourself from flying. You trying to stop KO from being God, you stopping yourself from being God. You trying to stop KO from being Christ, you stopped yourself from being Christ. You try to stop KO from loving himself, you stopped yourself from loving yourself. And because you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to love your others. And because you don't know how to love your others, don't nobody want to be with you, no matter how much they love you. They just can't stand your motherfucking ass. They love you, but they don't want to see you. They don't want to be around you, family. Because you won't let nobody be God. God is good, and you won't let nobody be good. First thing a nigga asks you off the rip, say, fam, you good? What up, though? You good? God is good. It's the same as saying, hey, you God? Hey, what up, though, bro? You God? You God today? What's good, y'all? Y'all God? Y'all be God, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. God is good. So they don't want a nigga to be good. You want me to be bad. You ain't good. You ain't God. Nobody can be God. Nobody can be good. You don't want good people in your life. You don't want God people in your life. So since you won't let nobody be God in your life, you won't let God in your life. Now they looking for God. Now they trying to find him. They don't know where God is at. God all around you all the time, hidden in plain sight, but you refuse to see God. You see the devil, though. You see a demon, though. Like, you ain't God, you the devil. You a false preacher. You a false prophet. You a false. You a false. You false. They just are explaining their version of their world. They live in a false world. That's on them and they perspective, because that's they mind. Your job is to protect your mind. You are a gatekeeper to heaven. You are guarding heaven's gates. You are a guardian, family. And the way that you exercise your power as a gatekeeper for heaven, excuse me, y'all, cars driving by. You gatekeep for heaven. You protect. My boy Cookie Dough said, how do I protect my mind? You protect your mind by understanding what I mean when I say fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. Now, see, they gonna say, nah, you can't be godly and talk like that. Hey, it's kids watching you on the chat. We appreciate you, KO, but we got kids watching. Like, we don't want you to listen to me. Fuck y'all and fuck them kids and fuck everybody. You know why? Because ain't no nigga finna come in and change how I exist in no goddamn heaven on earth. This my heaven. Oh, what up, my brother? Oh, you hear me over there? Gotcha. I gotta keep it trill. Goddamn. I put the T on my reel. I keep it too real. My shit trill. Facts. But that's how you protect heaven, because otherwise they'll try to use children. They'll try to use anything to make you vulnerable enough to accept their opinion. And if you let somebody else's opinion control the way that you create your version of heaven on earth, you did not protect your peace, family. You did not protect your peace. So you gotta be able to be King Solomon. You gotta be able to be solo dolo. You gotta be comfortable being yourself, being by yourself. All right, it's individual. Free will is individual. You are that lone star. You one deep. All right, and you cannot allow anybody. You hear me? You cannot let anybody come in your life and make you less of who you are. All right? Stay free. Stay diligent. Exercise your rights. Be a law-abiding citizen. Don't let nobody put children on the TV and say, hey, the war is real. And you need to involve your consciousness in this war, because look at these children. Children are getting bombed. Children are being starved. Children have flies on their eyes. Like, listen, if you let people play with you, people gonna play with you, family. If you want to protect your peace, protect your space, protect your heaven as it is on earth, don't let nobody play with you, family. All right? Fuck everybody, including me. Because if you ask me, I'ma tell you, fuck you too. Off the muscle, off the rip. I love you, but you are not allowed to get in my way. With all the love in my heart, if you get in my way, remember, I am God. I will let you go straight to hell, okay? You gonna have to go and get a reset. You gonna have to try again. You got in the way of God. You know what happened when you get in God's way? You reincarnate. You gotta try again. All right? So, y'all learn. Hi, baby, you good? Everything good? So, yo, what's up, my boy? Love, right? And I got to. Eventually, most of the culture gonna be what we need them to be. So by the time next year come, we gonna be smooth. And we gonna be able to do what we love to do. Facts. So now I gotta put that work in right quick. So I'll take the lashes on the back. I took all the knives already anyway. All the niggas that stabbed me in the back, I can take a few lashes. I ain't tripping. All right, what's a crucifixion to a God, nigga? Facts. What's crucifixion to a God, nigga? Facts. I ain't tripping. Somebody said, are you Christian? No, I am God. I am no religion. All religions are under God. tell you something about religions. No religion created God. No religion created God. All my brothers hang out with me. All my brothers punch. So don't say, oh, your brother want to hang out with you. All my brothers punch. They got to come to me for the punching because don't nobody punch like me. No. That's facts. That is guaranteed. You can count on that. All right? So, yeah. Maryland, your vagina is off limits. All right? My brother is not on earth. So that you can put that slime, that wet. No. God separated the waters, Maryland. All right? There's a reason why God separated us from the waters, Maryland. Stop trying to put your waters on my nigga, man. No. God separated. We walk on waters, Maryland. Okay, Maryland? We walk on water. We will not be getting wet with you, all right? I swear to God, Osiris, you feel me? Hell no. Maryland trying to bring that Nile River out here. Hell no, bitch. You Maryland trying to baptize a nigga. Hell no, bitch. You better stop, man. We walk on water. Hell no, bitch. That's over with. Hell no. Niggas gonna drown in that ocean. No siree, Bob. No siree. That's anointment. An anointment appointment. Goddamn. And man, that's why John said, hey, the first one came and baptized y'all with the water, but the next one coming with that fire. I came to dry that vagina up. It's not. You finna get a dry vagina, bitch. Hell no. I'm finna split the sea. We gonna walk right through. It's over with. Feet on ground. All right? Hell no. Maryland already know what's up. Tell Maryland Rich getting rusty. Goddamn shit. Bad, bro. Somebody says, yeah, but you're not God the Father, mate. Look, Jesus said, I and the Father are one, boy. You arguing with Jesus, you antichrist. You go argue with the Bible, nigga. You not arguing with me at all. I don't care. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nigga, we don't take shit serious, nigga. We not gonna lie to you. If you thought we gave a fuck, you a dumb bitch. Facts, nigga. Don't give a fuck. And all, bitch. We don't give a damn, bitch. I swear to God. We are no longer in the part where you get to act like we care, because right now, we just start laughing. Shit funny now. We ain't even on shit.
They ain't thinking. You basically, he's got your blood to y'all. We all him, bro.
Come on, where they thought blood came from? Our Father in heaven, dumb bitch. This God blood.
No bullshit.
Facts.
He left us with it.
Facts. He said, blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh. That's God shit. Niggas think they got their blood from the earth. How? The earth don't even got no blood.
No bullshit.
Facts. The earth got oil. Yeah, you can get some oil, bitch. You can't get no blood from earth. That's over with. You gotta get blood straight from God himself. I swear God gave us all of it. God gave us blood, flesh, heaven. God gave us free will, the ability to think. God gave us life. I told him, this God life is God's image, is God's body, this God's spirit, is God's intelligence. Like, I think it's all God's.
It is.
We are all God's.
It is.
All right then, fuck it, they trolling me for it.
Real shit, though.
Facts, I ain't lied to them. They mad like I lied to them. Bitch, I'm a truth teller. They talking about you a false prophet. Somebody said God don't give you crack. Yes, he do. You gotta crack your skull so that you can let in that extraterrestrial knowledge. You gotta crack the head. God gave each baby a soft spot in their head. Somebody said, but we are humans. No, we not. Who taught you that? We want to know. Who taught you that we were humans? We want to know. We want to know who told you to identify yourself with the word human. Who taught you that? We want to know. Why did you believe the person that told you to... if your mama told you that, your mama dumb. That's why he said, if you put your mama before me, you don't deserve me. We talking Matthew 10:37. Can somebody put Matthew 10:37, bro? This nigga talking about we are humans. Somebody says your mom, gang. Boy, your mom is a degenerate idiot. Don't listen to your mama, water boy. Don't listen to your mama, water boy. He like mama said, mama said medulla oblongata. Looking ass nigga. Facts. Bitch, we are God. We are consciousness. We are the spirit. We are the user of the human body. We are the user of the human mind. We are the user of the free will. What you mean, how? Bitch, you ain't Indian? This bitch thinks she a cowboy or some shit talking about how. How? Fuck you mean, how? What is you, why you saying how 3 times? My bitch trying to sound like a wolf or some shit. She, how? Bitch, you ain't native, bitch. Fuck you talking about how? This bitch talking about how. How. Bitch on some peyote in the chat. This bitch in the chat on that peyote. Explain what? All right, look. Consciousness is the only thing that exists outside of time and space. Consciousness is alone, one deep, because nothing exists except consciousness. Consciousness, out of sheer boredom, decided to create a game for it to play. So in the beginning, consciousness created the heavens and the earth. All right? It's consciousness that created the human body so that consciousness could come inside of the game it created as life and live the experience of the creations that consciousness itself created. All right? Only consciousness is traveling. Consciousness is traveling through what you call awareness. You can become self-aware, become aware of your own consciousness. It's called metacognitive, meta. All right? So get into the meta because we metaphysical. All right? These are metaphors for your metaphysical, metacognition. All right? These are metaphors, metaphor, your metaphysical metacognition. Consciousness itself is the only thing experiencing everything else. Only God is real. Everything else is for entertainment purposes only. All right? Only God is real. Everything else is in God's imagination. Jesus said, do you not know that I am in the Father just like the Father is in me? You are in the mind of God and God's mind is in you. You're a part of God's imagination, and you're using that imagination to imagine your own version of heaven on earth. All right? You are God in miniature form, the micro of the macro, as above, so below. All right? You are the consciousness that descended in awareness so that you can experience the 7 light densities, the 7 light frequencies, because it's consciousness that collapsed the wave, the light wave, into a light particle. The light particle is the pixel that you use to create a motion picture or a picture in motion, okay? So once you take your consciousness and exercise the observer effect, you collapse light into 7 different candlesticks. 7 candles, 7 forms of light, all right? 7 chakras, 7 endocrine glands, 7 emotions, 7 C's, 7 chemicals. These chemicals or Kemet or Egypt or alchemy are all internal or hid in the dark. You're operating unseen laws. You're operating unseen forces. You are operating unseen thoughts, thinking where the eyes cannot see. The physical eyes cannot see into the darkness of the mind. But it's in the darkness of the mind where the imagination is able to create. Because it needs the darkness in order to create, and then you shine the light on your creation and see what it look like. And then you judge it to see if you like what it look like, and if you want to tweak it, you go back in the dark, use the unseen forces in the unseen aspect of the mind, and then you re-sculpture it until your body looks like mine. All right? And then you go and you sculpt some more Greek statues, all right? We are the Olympians on top of Mount Olympus, the gods engaged in Ragnarok, never losing the war to human beings. Nah, baby. Yes, baby. All right, be responsible. All right. Somebody said you can speak lowly also. You know why we can speak lowly? Because we descended. We came down to earth so that we can have an experience on earth as we rise ourselves back up to heaven, so we can experience the rise back to heaven. God became man so that man could become God. God became man so that God could experience his creation. I am Jesus. Said, you know Jesus? I am Jesus. I got one better for you. I don't have to know Jesus. I just gotta be Jesus. Somebody says, who are you to assume this? I am who I am. My boy said, who are you? I am. I am though. I am who I am though. You can't argue with that. Somebody says no. If you say no, you're an idiot. We don't listen to people that say no. We speak in the affirmative. We are Yahweh, the Yahweh. Yes, not the naysayers don't never get there. No is not how you open the door. Soon as you say no, you identify yourself as an absolute idiot. Only idiots is saying no to God, nigga. Somebody says, why come here to work? Why come here to earth to rise to heaven if we came from heaven? So that you can experience your own version of heaven. Because God wanted to experience his creation. So you want to experience your own created version of heaven. And that's fun. Because being in heaven without it being your own version of heaven is boring, bitch. Niggas is bored. Why you think they keep going to Diddy parties, nigga? They bored, bitch. They trying to figure out something fun to do and ain't nothing else to do on earth except be weird. So instead of being weird, we left earth. The Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth, okay? You gotta get off earth because if you remain bored on earth, you're gonna do weird things. So instead of becoming weird, we became creative as creators, creating our own version of heaven for God to experience. That's the point of free will. Somebody said, more on chakras and how to exercise them. Chakras are your emotions, family, and you exercise them by not being emotional. You experience how it feels without attaching yourself to the feelings, all right? You attach yourself to freedom, not emotions, all right? Your chakras are your emotions. They're energy centers. Energy in motion is emotion. Your chakras are your energy centers. Energy centers. Energy in motion is emotion. Energy is matter. E equals MC squared. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. Facts, you gotta let that shit go. That's how you exhale. If you don't let it go, you don't exhale. Letting go is exhaling excellent. You gotta inhale and exhale. Don't get stuck in hell. Don't let your emotions get you stuck in hell. Facts, don't let your emotions get you stuck in hell, family. It's all cool, Chase. Marilyn always giving us some comedic relief. Marilyn know what's up and she know what's going on. I believe. Somebody says, what's your point here? My point is you need to be God so that we can live in a community full of gods. Because we tired of living in a nation full of demon-worshiping jackasses. All right? Somebody says, how can you convince someone to join Christian? You don't. You tell them, fuck Christianity. Ain't no religion that created God. So we don't worry about being religious. We worry about being God. Hey, baby. Why would we worry about being religious? Need to be God. Somebody says, so we can fly. We are fly right now. We stuck in the sky. We not on the ground, family. We not on the ground. We breathing in the air right now. That's how you know we in the air. You breathing it in. Get some of that good ass air. Somebody says, how you get out your feelings when God gave you feelings to feel? You allow yourself to experience the feelings as temporary. You are immortal. If you try to hold on to temporary shit, you gonna become temporary too. That's Psalms 82:7. Somebody says, you are on the ground, your brain is on the sky. I am above my brain. So how am I on the ground if my brain in the sky? You dumb. The niggas say I'm on the ground, but my brain in the sky. That is dumb. Wasn't a dumbass. Your parents was retarded. I swear to God. Somebody says, new age open door to fallen angels. You been hating your life your whole life. You might as well open the door to fallen angels. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. We gonna copyright?
Oh, nah, yeah, you right. You on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I thought you on Instagram.
Nah, I be on YouTube. Because
Yeah,
YouTube
is my money.
yeah, so I'm on. That's what the world at on some platforms. This is where people feel like they watching TV when they watch YouTube.
Nah, it really do though.
Facts. So I done jumped into the niggas' minds that think they watching TV. Now they think I'm on TV. I guess I'm on TV. They just ain't seen nobody brave. Yeah. I'm just on TV braver than anybody they seen in their whole life. Facts. Niggas ain't brave enough to say I am God. They ain't never seen somebody brave enough to say I am God and stand on that shit. Facts. Niggas, they cowards, afraid to say I am Christ. They like, they gonna... Facts. I am the blood of God. What? Facts.
All this shit around you doing trees, all this.
Come from God. Straight God. God everything.
Where you going?
Facts. Respectfully. I'm just trying to give God the glory.
Where you going?
They trying to take God glory. Why? Why are they mad if we God? They mad at God?
Hey, man. They don't know they self.
That's crazy. Like,
you living in physical form, bro. You living in spirit.
I'ma stay in it.
Yeah.
I'm staying in it. Cause all they want to do is give each other STDs.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't with that. They want to get toxic. They want to drink, get intoxicated, and get in toxic relationships and blame each other for it. That's it. Y'all want to get drunk, get in toxic relationships, and blame each other for it. Man, we ain't doing that. Somebody says, why not read the Bible and you'll find the answer to this? This is the answer we found, dumbass. Somebody said, I had a challenge for you. You ain't challenging me at all. I ain't gonna lie. You do not qualify as a challenge. I'm not gonna lie to you. You is lame. You barely interesting. Facts. You are barely even interesting. Not gonna lie. Somebody said God is a woman. God is not a woman. I don't know, what's wrong with y'all? There is no gender in the spirit.
I'm leaving it up to you, okay?
Cause I know you already know. These just random souls. They random lost souls. They random though. Somebody says you talk more than work out because I'm the living word of God. Because I am the living word of God. Somebody says, you're not God. You have no right to judge anyone. I ain't gonna lie, family. I got every right to judge everybody. If I judge you as a threat, I will eliminate you as a threat. I'm not finna be like, oh, I can't say he a threat because I can't judge nobody and then let you bully me. You not finna play with me, family. You'll find out if I judge or not when your stupid ass come over here and you see how self-defense work in Texas. Stand your ground law. We'll let you know who can and who cannot judge. That's facts. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, y'all chill on Marilyn. Marilyn, she be having fun. She just be laughing. She just be having a good time, man. I understand where Marilyn come from. She keeps some relief. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, y'all. We all on the same page. Marilyn not finna come and get pregnant by me, y'all. It's cool. She all right. Somebody said, can you create something right now? Nigga, I created this live that you in. Fuck are you talking about? Somebody says, brother, take off the wig. Why you trying to see what I look like with my wig off, gay ass nigga? This nigga said, brother. What? Bitch. This nigga said brother, like he was hip, like we cool. Nigga, you a nigga. When you was a boy, Damon. Fuck. Why another nigga trying to tell another nigga how to do his hair like we females together or something? Bitch, don't be telling me how to do my hair, nigga. I don't talk about hairdos with niggas, nigga. The fuck? This nigga gay than a hoe. My nigga says Medusa looking rent boy. I am Medusa. I don't look like Medusa, nigga. I am Medusa. I turn shit into statues out this bitch, nigga. I'm hard than a bitch. Greek statue type shit. Man, if you don't know that God is the Father, that's why you don't know that you are the Son of God. Somebody says, how can we defend against sorcery if we don't know what it is? Because we don't care what it is. God never loses. It doesn't matter what it is. God not going to lose to it. It don't matter what words you try to use and make up some made up ass bullshit. God is the eternal winner. Eternal. It means don't matter what you try to think of, you are dumb in comparison to God's eternal intelligence. You ain't never gonna come up with no smart ass shit that's gonna outsmart the source of intelligence, nigga. Fuck your sorcery. You can't fuck with God. Bitch. Scary ass, coward ass degenerates. Bitch, you will never be able to fuck with God. God damn. I'm gonna tell baby you here right.
You explain?
Yeah. Yo, brother, pulled up on me yesterday, man. Yeah. Welcome to the GhODCast. This is not your ordinary podcast. This is where we get you to God fast. If you have a heart that's strong enough and brave enough to withstand that pressure that might bust your blood vessels on its way to squeeze those piezoelectric crystals in your pineal gland inside of your diamond mind to let your diamond shine with crystal clear mental clarity in your crystal ball so you can use your psychic powers, y'all. All right? Psychic powers are mental powers, mind powers. Yeah, all right, that's a fact. Appreciate you. It's love. Your mind powers are your ability to form thoughts as a farmer. All right, so you are in the Garden of Eden. That's why God sent me with this belt. All right, so I can put belt to ass. Whole lot of punching, whole lot of love. All I love to do is punch, spread the love of God. I am the best street boxer alive. You are now in the hyperbolic time chamber with the Super Saiyans only. We don't talk to humans. Humans don't understand the way that we speak. So we ignore humans, all right? We only talk to God. If you are not God, we not listening to you. If you are not God, we not talking to you, all right? We only talk to God, and we only listen to God, all right? Listen. Awaken the God within. The book link is in the description. The book is available on Amazon. Click the link and get you one. All right. Click the link. What y'all up in here arguing with each other for? Somebody said, KO God, get your Mars, bro. Hey, if they decided that they want to be arguing today, that's on them. Hey, my mods, they know what's up. We've been riding, we've been rocking. If they turn into metallic, I'll get their ass up out of here. Other than that, I don't know what. Why y'all attacking Maryland? Maryland been having a great time. Oh, baby. Osiris been having a great time. They both just be having a great time, all right? So, if that's what they choose to do with their free will, that's on them. Father, forgive them. They acting like children. But they still God's children and God still love them. Ask your question. I appreciate you, Osiris. I appreciate you, Marilyn. It's all love. Sometimes we go through expressing how we express with each other and we get caught up in our expressions and then we let it go. It's temporary, all right? This too shall pass, okay? This little temporary conversation that the mods having with themselves is a temporary conversation. It's gonna pass and it's still gonna be love, all right? We ain't tripping. That's all right, Marilyn. Don't be trying to be right, Marilyn. Don't be getting caught up trying to be right, all right? Just let God be right. God will be right for us. You ain't got to prove your point. Facts. See how Osiris said whatever you say? Because, my boy, just, we don't care who right. Anyway, fuck all that. Ain't nobody finna be arguing with y'all. Ain't nobody trying to get to the bottom of this. They're like, let's get to the bottom of this. And nigga, you get to the bottom of it. Nigga, 1/3 of the angels fail. You can go get to the bottom of it with them. I ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. It's all love. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
We only do body though. Yesterday I went to a doctor. I gotta let it's a scratch side of my eye. Yeah, because I got hit with the pegs. So we can do body. Only because he said let me heal to like Monday or Sunday.
Well, that's good, because I'm ready to body guard. You in trouble now. Aha.
Nah, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, because now we gotta do body. That's over with.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do.
I told you, bro, you nice nigga, but I'm telling you, bro, I not even bring you in close to you.
Yeah, that's love. I appreciate you.
I said, nigga, Kel got this, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. But you tricky though.
Yeah.
I gotta get used to your style.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you been eating.
I don't want you to get used to my style.
So you know, every time I get comfortable, you give me in the beginning, that's all you come like, all right.
Yeah. Facts. I love it. It's the most fun.
You wanna do it outside?
Yeah, it feel good out there.
Yeah, let's do it. Ain't true.
Yeah, plus it's better to be able to move because in here we just gonna be locked in on each other's body only. Yeah. We gonna be locked in.
Do like 6, 5.
Dang, I don't want to end my life because I'm happy with my people right now. They fuck with me. I know, but you'll just record me on live then?
I can.
Make it work with the connection? Mm-hmm. Oh, damn, it's gonna be choppy. Damn.
I'll do both. I'll do my phone too.
All right.
So they can see y'all work.
What they say for about a month? No.
Y'all doing 4 minutes? Or y'all just doing 3 minutes? All right.
3 or 4, it don't matter.
We can go forever until we can't go no more. Damn, I saw you. I know you. What up, though? The sound back? We back on, y'all? See, if I ain't preaching and geeking, they do that. All right, look. I swear, I'll make your toes strong. Make your mind strong, too.
You ain't gonna stir around.
Right there, that was y'all see me. I saw my nigga up again right quick. That's saucy. I hope I can do it on somebody for real.
You can.
I don't know. You be hitting that hoe. I don't be hitting them.
Hey. That's round.
Huh?
That's round.
This is gonna be a foot right here.
Let me see. Yeah, we're going into round 5.
Every day in a row, reap what you sow, forevermore. Free will is your ability to practice creating your own version of heaven on earth as it is in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Know who thy is. I am that I am. Every single season.
Car.
Multiple cars. Scoot over a little bit, Bria. Get that motherfucker. I could have slapped that thing.
Car.
Well, I'm finna say this video to be done tomorrow. Last time you said that you burnt off. Let me show you right.
Hi.
Good now. Perfect. They turn. Damn, you tripped the shit out of me. Okay, got me. Shit. Damn, I tried to do what you did.
Time.
That's why I call blood, bro.
Much shot.
Hey.
I got one more in. fuck the part about it, you don't even look tired.
Yeah.
You tired?
And the inside I am.
Crazy. So still looking to myself.
I swear to God, that is crazy. On the cool though.
It really is.
Yeah. It freaked me out because I forget.
I ain't surprised. Like, man, both did pretty 3 times. Like,
Man.
yeah, I say, yeah, if you can't judge the book by its cover, I know.
Hey, respectful.
I feel
Been down through there.
yeah, I be telling dudes, though, I be like, so y'all do it. It's so little, like,
Yeah.
it's so real little.
Don't take kindness for weakness though.
Mm-hmm.
So we really came from the shadow.
Yeah, no bullshit. Just like you came from the
Right, man. They look at a nigga like we the light, but shit, man, we came from the darkness. That's why we can speak on it though. They're like, why you can talk like that? You know, I swear to God, man, I'm older than you thought I was. Not a kid. But I'm for the kids though.
Hey.
Forget this shit. Sometimes I get the waves. Nah, he turned the back on it. I don't know why. Every time I try to get somebody a chance after y'all already had called it, y'all ain't never been wrong. Yes, I'm like, them niggas called it. Y'all never been wrong. That's on me. That's on my testimony.
Hey.
Now I want to open that shit too. Oh. I'm trying to find an opening. You know, there ain't no openings though.
That's time.
Oh, man, you will not open it. I try to. I swear, this nigga don't let no uppercuts get in there. Oh, I gotta get punched on. Yes, sir.
That's what somebody in the chat said
What?
about his guard.
Hey, yeah, that there guard is on point, nigga.
Facts.
Nah.
Nice, though, nigga. You like that, bitch. I'm trying to get that up.
Oh, your phone's about to die.
Oh, man, hey, live. Y'all subscribe, join the community of like minds that don't mind letting this light shine for a lifetime. Like Luke 12:49, it's a live die. We'll be back on live. Y'all subscribe, put that notification bell on. Double tap the screen for me. Teamwork, make that dream work, y'all. Let's put love up in the atmosphere and let love rain down on us all, man. Let God reign. God is love. Let God reign supreme from the inside out.
You're gonna ride it till it die.
Beat the cat on my leg. I'm gonna get the rest of this little tire out. Try harder than how this thing here don't kill. Nah, fuck that. My back hurt.
That's good work, y'all.
KO guard down for the count. It's over.
Thanks, y'all. I see y'all going in. I couldn't really pay attention because I got to make sure to keep them on the frame. But y'all is turned up in the chat today.
Woo! Stop playing. Y'all think we really fight like that? You a damn clown. Woo! Like, you gonna body y'all. Shit, my chicken, man.
Facts. He's dealing with certified monsters. He got me though. Alright, send my butt down.
Hey, stay quarter, yo.
Hey. It's y'all, bro. Y'all niggas always make me have to sit down. Don't nobody else. That's not fun. I love you, man.
Love you too, man.
Hey.
Love that nigga too, man.
Facts. On God.
Can't go alive, man.
Y'all go subscribe to Lil Ellis TV. You hear me? Lil Ellis TV on YouTube. That's where all the fights is at. That's where the community punching gloves up, guns down. We're in the 3rd Ward. We're in that Sunnyside South Park. We're in Houston, Texas. We're in that 77033 right now for sure. Y'all know where I'm in for sure.
For real. Southside Houston, man.
Lord, y'all know what it is. We outside. For real. So you can pull up. You know what I'm saying? Punch. Make punching great again. Gloves up, guns down. G-Love. One family under God. Community unity is a family reunion. So we're going to give our father a happy Father's Day. Bringing all the family back together, God's children. Back together outside. Put a punch down on any of you lost souls. Trolling in my comment. Because you don't know which way to go. Hey, a troll only a troll because they ain't paid the toll to cross.
That's a fact.
Facts.
You understand, man?
Pay the toll, nigga.
I know y'all here.
You feel me?
Stop playing with them, man.
Feel me?
The real KO Academy.
I swear to God.
Niggas been doing this since 2015 to whatever.
To whatever.
That's when I'm in
For the rest of your life.
For real, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We ain't got no talking.
Yo, let's show 'em. I want to step on them. I want to punch.
We ain't telling me all I do. I pull up the PABA.
Facts.
Or they can pull up here.
Pull up to PABA at Emancipation, or you pull up to that KO Academy and get emancipated. I got you.
Real talk.
Facts.
Real talk.
Set a nigga soul free.
Real.
Punch a nigga right in the head. Swear to God.
Every time I feel free,
Sleep
man, I
some.
goes on.
Wake something up. What's on? Wake up right in the heaven. You gonna believe in God. You will believe in God forevermore. You come play with the God. You gonna see God today. Yeah. You gonna learn today. Whatever day is today for you in your reality, you gonna learn today every single time. Facts. Facts. It's today every day of my life. Pick one. Facts.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my brother. And I knowing they not punching like this on GP. I'm knowing they not punching like this in the gym on GP.
Nah, for real.
Facts. Is y'all still up in here arguing?
Yes, they've been doing it.
Oh, Lord, y'all is bored. See why I told y'all when you get bored on earth,
you got to go to heaven. Because if you stay bored on earth, you start doing weird stuff. You just start being weird. Y'all about to go into all these Diddy parties. Niggas get weird on earth and don't know nothing else to do. They start doing weird things because they bored.
Yeah.
You got to get off earth so you don't end up doing weird, bored old things, bro. What up, though? Chilling every day, another day. Fact. So, I ain't on, hell yeah, 100%. Hell no. Only way I know how to rebuke you is kick you out. That's how you rebuke somebody. You just ignore them. Facts. So, I'm ignoring y'all already. Y'all up in here arguing with each other because y'all ass is bored. I ain't gonna lie. It don't bother me, though. Yeah, it don't bother me at all. Well, it been up, though? Everything been smooth? Yeah. Oh, dang, I need to go put this down. I ain't know you was popping out. Yeah, hold up. See, I mean, you know I'm on and off, though. I know. Facts. Facts. Oh, that's love. Yeah. Okay, all right, that's love right there. You feel me? Fact, though. That's my brother, you feel me? Yeah, I mean, shit, nah, blood. I know, fact. We as close as it can be. One Father. Our Father in heaven, but yeah.
Say what? Oh, yeah. This the lapis lazuli.
We stagnant.
I don't know much about it. I see they had it, I know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, big inner GhOD. Swear to God, inner GhOD emotion.
Oh,
Facts.
I ain't be around no low vibration.
Oh, Marilyn said, what's up? I know.
What up, though? Oh, yeah. What's going down? Yeah, we outside. Y'all already know what time it is.
Marilyn trying to slide on you in the corner way.
No.
He don't want no STD, man. She said she's trying to hit you with that landing strip. I swear, my nigga do not fly over them waters. She said, I'm clean. Look, as clean as it can be. She got a doctor recommendation. No, she did, but I try to get it off you. I try to put it on somebody else. My nigga said, oh, you clean? You ain't say that. He said, oh, you ain't say you was clean. Hold on, you got paperwork? Oh, yeah. She said, I have my papers. Look at that. Oh, Lord. Y'all out of line. Y'all is out of line. But, she said, yes, sir. She thinks she in Germany. She need her papers.
Hey.
But, no, it's all fun and games, y'all. It's all love. Everybody responsible for their own free will. We all on earth. We all gonna create our own experiences. And to each his own, y'all. To each his own, y'all. Yeah. Let her be hilarious, man. We all need some comedic relief, man. It's not serious, y'all. Life is not to be taken serious. None of this is serious. That's why we say it's for entertainment purposes only. So y'all just enjoy y'all entertainment. Do not get caught up in entertainment, and do not take entertainment as an excuse to cause curses in your own life. All right? Stay in your lane, and don't let entertainment confuse you. All right? Do not let entertainment confuse you, y'all. It's all love and it's all responsibility. Maintain your own spiritual discernment and be responsible for yourself. I appreciate you, House of Intuition. That's love. That's facts. Marilyn said, make sure you stay in your lane. Even if it make it look like she opening her lane up, your ass will crash. All right? That's not your path, okay? You gonna find out what it means to get played. People be playing, all right? So don't let people play on your top and then crash out, because you're gonna look like a dummy by yourself. That's a fact. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. I done gave all my energy away. I don't even know I can go back down through another sermon. Hold on. Let me put some music on to see if I can get some music come out. Then I might be able to get back in character. But if I can't get back in character right now for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'll get back on the live in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We'll go down through the channel guard some more. Get us some more jewels. You know what I'm saying? we all get the jewels together at the same time. I never know what I'm gonna say until I get on here. Then I gotta listen to I gotta hear what I'm saying. Same time y'all hearing what I'm saying. I don't know be about to say God be talking through me like God be talking through you. So when I say it, it be the first time I heard it. I be trying to keep it facts though, huh? You gone? All right, bro. I love you, bro. All right. Yeah, on the call for me. Appreciate you.
It's Cadillac.
You go one. All the way up. You ain't got to. Alright, let me know when you pop out. All the way up to the most high. All the way up, and you know I never nosedive. No, I don't die. I just give it back to God in a dimension. I'm interdimensional. Multi-dimensional being, I'm being the king. You can see me, see ha. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm repping for peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm repping who? GhOD. I'm repping me.
Yeah.
I gotta tell them to
Go.
I gotta tell them to grow.
Grow.
I got the lights, I'ma glow.
Blow.
I got the flow.
Flow. Whoa.
I bring this shit back. Niggas be looking at
What up, though, Trav?
Let. Oh, we on live?
Live, yeah. That's why I ain't step over
there.
Yeah.
My bad.
Nah, you super good.
Too high.
I want you to hear that though.
Yeah.
You hitting it.
Up,
Well, shit, we gonna put that down. I'm gonna let them see what you look like.
Nah, we cool
You
right
know
now.
what I'm saying? This shit be covered out magnificence.
Yeah, we cool right now.
All right.
It's your show. We good.
Ah, shit, it's our show, but man, you be dropping it on they noodle.
Yeah. We ain't ready to cook no ramen
Okay.
on top, nigga. Top ramen on top. Niggas know how I go when I flow, yeah.
Huh.
Looking at me, I'ma kick in and out to the door like, ooh.
Ooh.
I got the dough,
Go.
I got the blow, I got the show, myself.
Self.
I gotta go, I gotta grow, I gotta go, my well, yeah. Let on my health.
Health.
I got the stamina still, yeah. Ain't nothing else. Talking about the GhOD, he know me, and we are him, he is us, and he are we.
Facts. Here we go. Leap of faith. Geronimo. I gotta jump. Kinda cold. I got the gas and I'm pumping ads. You already know with my acting ass. I'm acting God. I ain't acting bad, acting good, and it's righteous. You already know ain't nothing else like this. With a God to the haters, it's frightening. Ain't no debating. Bitch, I'm the greatest. Ain't no mistaking, cause God don't make mistakes. I'm a prodigy. Yeah, cause God proud of me. I swear to God, nigga, in the
bullshit all out of me.
Out of me.
Yeah.
Flip out of me. Facts, nigga. That's the blood, bitch. Yeah. Blood of my blood, bitch. We got blood straight from God. Feel me? Facts.
Get down to details and you know it get intricate. This shit is interesting.
Facts. You say you the type of friend I would love to smoke with and freestyle. If he only knew.
Type shit. Man,
If he only knew. You feel me? But hey y'all, I'm gonna come back in a minute, y'all. Alright, I'm about to go charge that phone up so that we can get back into it one more time. Y'all subscribe, put the notification bell on. We're gonna be back, man. We're gonna have another great time in the space that we co-create as co-creators, co-creating our own reality in cooperation with God's eternal laws, all right? Y'all awaken the God within. God is within you. You understand me? If God is within you, God is within you as the truth, all right? Your true identity is God because God cannot be in you as the false identity. If God is in you, he is only in you as the truth. God is the truth. Your true identity is God. You don't have a separate identity. You don't own anything separate from God. In the spiritual world, there's no physical separation from God. You are not separated from God, all right? In the non-physical realm, there is no physical separation. You are not lost. You are not forgotten, all right? You are not far from God. You are God. Embrace your true identity and become self-accountable for the way you use your own free will. Earth is training grounds used to train your free will to create your own version of heaven. Until you have created your own version of heaven, you feel as if you're going through hell. When going through hell, do not stop. Exhale so you don't suffocate, okay? Don't get distracted and get stuck in hell Don't let the distractions of hell keep you from creating your own version of heaven. That's what you're doing. You're going through the suffering. You're going through the trials and the tribulations. All right, so that you can create the version of heaven that you appreciate. You got to get it out the mud. So don't get stuck. Don't give up. It's up and it's stuck. All right, remember, we in the sky. When you falling in a bottomless pit, that's as fly as it get. All right, you not falling, you flying. You just ain't spread your wings yet. So spread your wings. Time for you to fly again. You've been falling long enough. Fallen angels just ain't spread their wings yet. All right, so go cop that book. The link in the description. The book available on Amazon, and God is available within you. I am co-God. Co means with God. I am with God, and so are you. All right, so y'all go be gods. God is good. Y'all go be good. Y'all, God is good. Go be God, y'all. I love y'all, and we'll be back. Subscribe, put that notification bell on, and I will be back. All right. What up, though? Yeah, I got gloves on me. We can punch right now. I'm still on live. All right, let's do that. Yeah, I got gloves for you. All right, y'all, I got to go punch with some more people that pulled up, man. Y'all pull up and come punch with a God, man. I'll come and give you your life back. Come give you your heaven back, man. I swear to God, I'll knock you out of earth right into heaven, family. All right? I love you all. Exorcisms, baptisms on me. All right?